Alright, looks like we're live. So, today what we're gonna do is play the beginning of the game. I mean, this is the first stream, right? For VOD's watchers, yeah. This is definitely the first stream. Don't be suspicious or anything. But before we go see the beginning of the game, I just wanted to show off something really cool that I saw. And this will actually be good to show off in the beginning, kind of. I didn't notice this when writing the Magitech armor before. But yeah, this is World of Final Fantasy. It's kind of like a big love story to the Final Fantasy series in and of itself. It's kind of like if Kingdom Hearts was only for Final Fantasy, which is, frankly, always the part of Kingdom Hearts I always really liked. I'm not really big on the Disney stuff. But I just wanted to show this off because it's really cool. That's Behemoth. Oh, do I not have my, Oh, hold on. Let me get out the Magitech armor. You'll know what I'm talking about the moment it happens. If you recognize it, it's one of those things where you gotta get it in order to get it. But, put that back to Magitech armor. And that's kind of the thing about this game. You don't have to get every reference to really appreciate it, but the ones you do are so good. Anyway. Oh, do you not have Joyride? Hold on. Hey, son. Oh, this one doesn't have Joyride. Hold on. I need the right Magitech armor. I thought I still had it in my thing. I went and did some grinding, so I'd be prepared for when we go back to the main thing. Also, I'm not sure how long the stream's gonna be. I'm gonna try to, Oh, there we go. Did you hear that music? Yep, that's Terra's theme. And when I first noticed it, it made me feel emotions. I also noticed... Well, I'll just let this play for a bit, honestly. This is also the grinding spot somebody mentioned last stream.
Hi-ho! What can I do for you?
The undead princess sits here for a fight.
You want a real scale? I don't...
But she's kind of too hard for me to fight. But yeah, that's really awesome. Also, I noticed when you unlock champions, which are basically your summons and like the references to the other games, you get to change the battle theme to what like their music, which is usually a remix of the music from the game they're from, of course. So Squall is the normal battle theme from Final Fantasy VIII. Tifa? Not sure about Tifa. If that's a Final Fantasy VII battle theme that remix, that's pretty distant. Sephiroth is, of course, what you would guess. Come on now. Oh, I can't preview that one. Okay. But yeah, you can play with Sephiroth's music. You can choose which battle theme you want. And I also noticed this game does the thing that some other Final Fantasies do. It might be Tifa's theme. I don't recognize it exactly. But anyway, we're actually gonna play this file today, because it is time to catch up on what we missed on stream. Because it feels weird to stream a game, like this much of a game, and not have it be like the whole game. So what I'm gonna do, I don't think I can do a new I really don't want to overwrite my save, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my user to my Japanese account. And I'm going to hope this doesn't start up in Japanese. Funny enough, I've had the opposite happen where all of a sudden Bunny Must Die was in English, and I didn't even notice. I got Bunny Must Die, the PS4 version, a while ago, and it was originally only in Japanese, and they quietly added English support. And one day I played it just to get some screenshots, and as I was posting, I posted, wait a minute, was that in English before? And so they added a pretty decent English thing. You know, there should be a thing, chapter selection. Yeah, that would be nice. I really appreciate when games make features to let you, you know, quickly replay, see your favorite bits. That's kind of why I like to take, when I do RPGs that have multiple save slots, I usually, every few hours or every maybe PlayStation or something, play session, not PlayStation, I'll make a save so I can, you know, jump back real quick. Parker is here, by the way. He's being quiet today. But he's here. He's enjoying the pets. Yes. He's exposing his belly and demands pets. Yeah, the game starts out a little bit slow. And I've heard some complaints about that. I mean, it's an RPG. I can't really think of that many RPGs that don't start slow. Unless they're doing the thing.
Awake at last.
Where they sort of start at the end and then go back, like Lufia 2.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
You want the pets? Oh, yes. Oh, don't kick. Oh, he's kicking. He's fierce. He's dangerous. But yeah, I was a little bit, you know, the start is slow, and it does start a little bit kiddier than it ends up. It is a kid-friendly game. I wouldn't say it's a game for kids, exactly. Tama is definitely a feature that's intended for kids. But it's for old and new fans. I think if you've never played Final Fantasy before, it's still a good game to play. It introduces you to the series mainstays. You won't get all of the references, but honestly, if you're a big gamer, you're going to recognize a lot of stuff just through osmosis, because Final Fantasy is everywhere. So you're going to recognize cactuars, you're probably going to recognize behemoths. You might recognize some of the musical themes here and there. And even if you don't, they're just good characters and good music, so you'll enjoy it. And there's a little book that tactical anti-upskirt blackness of doom. There's a little book in your house in this game where you can check out the descriptions of all the characters in the game. So if you're like, who the heck is that? You can be like, oh, that's Yuna. She's in Final Fantasy X. She's a summoner. Great. Though honestly, if you really want to learn about somebody, well, there can be spoilers, but I mean, you can look them up on like Final Fantasy Wiki. But some people have some pretty extreme spoilers, like Auron from Final Fantasy X. Lots of characters from, well, various characters from Final Fantasy. You never know which one's going to be spoiler heavy. And wikis are usually kind of okay about spoilers, but you never know. Definitely never in Danganronpa. Never Google somebody's name in Danganronpa. Because you'll search like Jimson and the first autocomplete. The autocomplete will spoil you. It will be like Jim Jimson death scene. You don't want that. Ow. And we're dead. 2 children frickin' fall to their deaths. Horrible. Parker, get your tail out of my face. That's even worse than children dying. It's allergies. I'll shut up when they start talking, I promise. But it's a little bit slow. Kind of like this reveal. Just kind of balancing on his head, you know, doing things. She's basically a cat. I mean, cats would do that. Wouldn't you? Yes, you would.
Oh, right. I gotta get to work.
And I definitely feel there's some Kingdom Hearts inspiration. Like I said, it's kind of like the Kingdom Hearts for Final Fantasy. This would be opening.
The boss hates when I'm late.
this opening has some very strong Kingdom Hearts vibes. Don't knock my monitor frickin' down, Parker. He's moving my monitor by rubbing his face on it.
It's not like business has picked up any.
Yeah, good old Tama. That's what she does. That's funny. My PS4 considers me player 2 right now, so it's red.
The streets sure are quiet today.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Hey, I'm here.
Imagine a dead serious Faces of Evil remake. Same plot, same lines.
How'd she get in if no one's here yet?
Dead serious.
Good morning. I'm real sorry.
I would buy that.
I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Customer. Everyone's favorite character.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, no thanks. A pint.
Frickin'
I mean,
we work at
A cup of
Chocobucks.
coffee, please. Oh, and bring the whole jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
You're gonna get frickin' diabetes.
1 cup of Joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm petting
Has
Parker.
nobody made the coffee yet?
You probably can't hear the purrs.
Come on. Get it together, guys.
He's licking my controller. Why do you do that? It's gross.
I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry.
Tail.
Time's not an issue.
Didn't notice that the first time. Hey, James.
Here you go.
They don't actually call it Chocobucks coffee, but they should have.
Thank you.
Sure.
They just have the fantasy language, which looks like a freaking QR code. Yeah, I'm a little bit disillusioned with Magikarp Jump. It's, it would be so much better game if you could just fast forward, like, everything. It's like, it's frankly like 100 times slower than it needs to be, which I guess is pretty common mobile design. I love his anguish. You can feel his pain. Also, I don't think there's any coffee in there. I think she's just drinking the sugar. Oh, they make frickin' muffins. Now I want a muffin.
There you are!
How dare you, game?
Lon!
Keep it down, Rain. How about acting your age, huh?
Hey, don't talk down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Oh, wrecked.
Okay. I get it already. Very sorry.
Some people do sugar and tea and milk and tea.
So what's up?
I don't know. People are
I'm
weird.
all ears.
Well, you don't have to get all sarcastic. You really are all ears.
What?
Forget it. So, Lon.
She's actually pretty
have you
funny in
seen
this first
anybody
scene.
This morning?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I?
I have my own Tama right on my
Customer?
desk.
What?
Yes.
Ah! Oh, hello.
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Yeah, but... Ah! Look! Come with me right now!
Easy.
Pokemon. That is clearly a Digimon. I bet you don't even know the lore. How dare you? Tail, excuse you? I actually looked up Digimon lore on like a wiki. It's a complete train wreck. It's
There's
amazing.
nobody here.
So it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no
Parky?
one.
Huh?
Lon, have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing. Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
I
You
can't
two
tell if
really
we're
don't
adults because she's
remember
like the
a
same
thing.
height.
Would you please just answer
As
my
us.
question? You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
I don't know if that's like a reference to
Okay,
something,
well,
but it seems like it should
We
be.
woke up to a ghost town this morning.
Or like an
Maybe
acronym
you
or
know
something.
why? Yes, you're quite alone.
Not acronym,
But you always
like,
have been.
you know what I mean.
Huh? This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing I've heard.
But don't worry. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. You know, I have been checking up on you two. Until now, you were nothing but blank stares. So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me.
This is why I need Parker
So
Cam.
now that you're awake, we've
He's
got a story to tell.
Very insistent today.
Which brings us to Tama, right here.
Who the hog put this thing on my head?
Yeah, I did try to mention it before. You take it from here. I'll go on ahead and link up a path.
Excuse you?
You the got it. Huh? Hey,
Tommy gets worse
you
when
can't
she
just
starts
leave.
talking. It's unfortunate.
Salutations. The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
This is why Pokemon don't talk.
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind? Now I see why a crow is just about ready to throw in the
I wonder
towel.
what her verbal tick was in
Am I allowed to be
Japanese.
confused?
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
They don't usually translate
I thought
well.
you were upset too.
Let's start the over. I'll make us some the coffee. Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this rain?
Chill the out. You live the much longer.
Best
Lon.
Sonic OC.
You shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress.
She's canon
would you
as
like
of
some
Sonic
sugar?
Forces.
3 cubes for you, right, Lon?
Huh?
I'm good with just one.
No.
Okay, I'll go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee.
Does anyone here get sugar in their coffee? I never even liked... Like, I get milk. Milk is alright with coffee that I'm not, like, a super big fan of.
Raj keepers?
Stuff that's too bitter.
In rain?
That's the correct. The marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles.
I usually just get black.
Miracles?
Yes.
Our arms can do that?
Dude.
How could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were
Yes, you
masters
want
of them.
pets.
Powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the Pleiad answered to you, and those are the 7 strongest mirages of all. With their power, you could have ruled over all the world. Oh.
I keep expecting her to say the, though.
We could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages?
Now you see why I say Kingdom Hearts.
From who?
What do you mean? In a crow that
Oh, you
want
wanna fight?
Of course.
Oh, you want fights?
But enough for reminiscing. I've
Yes,
got to
ow.
teach you two to use mirages again.
Yes, you're fierce. Oh, you're fierce.
First off,
Sorry,
I'm
fierce
going
doesn't
to
happen.
present you with my very own Prismarium.
Ow. Bite my knuckle.
So what does it do?
With this Prismarium, the mirage inside becomes yours, and you can make it do anything and everything you command. So let's try it right now in glorious combat.
Wait,
Glorious combat.
huh?
What do you mean? This is the first stream, obviously. And anyone watching the VOD can verify that. It's obviously the first stream we've definitely not streamed before. Oh, Thomas says Desu? I'm so glad that Compa doesn't do this in Neptunia.
Okay, go ahead and throw some attacks out there. To take action, you need to spend something called action points, also known as AP. You automatically bit of AP.
Alright, we can skip the battle.
Depend-
But yeah, it's an active time battle system. And instead of MP, you have AP, which auto-regenerates, making it not quite like Tails, but it's basically Final Fantasy mixed with Pokemon. You'll get a better idea of the fights. The fights start out pretty basic, kind of like, well, like Pokemon, or I don't like most RPGs. You don't have any fun attacks or like interesting strategies because they want to keep it simple. They don't want to, you know, force any complex strategies on you early on. So it's definitely a game that gets better around, I would say the halfway point is where it's really opening up. And but, I mean, that's kind of just, you know, like any Final Fantasy. You get your full party, you start getting the cool moves, you learn haste, you learn, you know, death, holy, all that fun stuff. Yes, this is the start of the this is the start of the
Figure
game.
it out yet? The two of you?
I didn't want to.
Past, no, the Mirage could stand up.
I didn't want to like not do the first part of the game
Seriously?
since it seems like we're not gonna record the whole thing.
It's hard
seriously.
to believe. I'm sure it is. As far as I can tell, you two have lost everything. All the memories and experience you've ever accumulated. Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out. Huh? So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected. What?
I can't decide if I hate
let
this
me show
more
you
or
something.
Desu. I do hate the Desu. Is there even an agreed upon way to convert Desu into English tick
There,
or
just beyond
speech
this
pattern?
light, lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them.
Oh.
But even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay. So, like,
You're saying whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Correct. And if you keep on gathering mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
huh? Well, I guess it does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
And Yane and BFMF Doodles and Bad P, of course. They do say Desu. There's lots of ways to say it. The Des, it's usually Des with the U like shortened or silenced. Yeah, there's Des, there's Desu, there's Desuwa. I think there's Deska, but that's like
Chapter 1.
that's like its own thing. That like has actual
Land
meaning
of the
differences.
Lilligan.
Yes, Parker, hello. Yes. You're needy. I shouldn't have encouraged him. He's gonna be needy all day now. Yes. Yes. My Pokemon or the family
This
gets
must
it.
be Grimoire.
This is what happens to every Pokemon trainer. This is why their dads are missing.
What? You look like such a little dweeb.
Oh, I know! We look ridiculous!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Inna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our arms.
What's the first
Way to find the
reference?
silver lining.
Well, we are in a forest. Forests are a pretty common first dungeon. We'll start meeting the enemies, the Final Fantasy enemies, pretty soon.
I guess we should head straight down this path?
How dare you
It's
compare
the
them
only
to
direction we
Funkos?
can go. Think
They
you can
actually
manage
have
to not
real
get
figures
lost? You know,
of this art
just this
style, and
once?
they're actually really cute.
What?
They're very tiny. There's a Choco Chick.
Hello. I spy another mirage.
That is the called a Choco Chick. What do you
I can't believe they didn't go with
Go
Chicobo from
on
Final
and
Fantasy
imprison
VIII.
it.
Okay.
I'm offended. Be the very best. Fortunately, we don't have to watch this every time. But yes, you stack in this game.
So what now?
In case you didn't see the other
First, you're
videos.
going to need this.
It looks sort of like a prismarium.
Yeah. So you gotta... Unlike Pokemon, you don't just throw balls at Pokemon or monsters to catch them. You have to create what they call a Prisma Unity. So for for the very first monsters you see, you just have to hit them with a physical attack. Oh, and this teaches you Libra, how to use Libra. You can use Libra to scan. Oh, right, it's not in the classic battle system. Yeah, well, once they're in Prisma Unity state, you can catch them. So everything has its own requirement. This is obviously the tutorial one, so they make it very easy. Oh, pretty much all of the enemies in this game are really cute, except for the ones that are not supposed to be. Like the Malboros and Flans.
You did it! Now that the Choco Chick is inside the Prismarium...
We did it!
Good job.
Don't feel sorry for Chocobos. Chocobos are amazing. Hey, Darkwing. I haven't finished it yet myself, but, well... So now we have a thingy.
A chick running around in the Prismarium. Pretty than neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Choco Chick on your head?
Alright, this is just... I'm just gonna skip the battle tutorial stuff, because I can just explain that myself. So yeah, this game works with stacks. So, you basically have two characters, and you can stack monsters on top of yourself or under yourself if they're larger than you. So, later on we'll get large enemies that we can stand on top of, or in giant form we can stack a medium and a small on top of us. That looks pretty appropriately ridiculous. And it's actually a pretty cool mechanic. Everything in the stack is treated as a single unit with stats added onto each other. So, things are a lot weaker when they're not stacked, so certain enemies, it matters a lot in random encounters. If you encounter stacked enemies, that can be a lot more dangerous. I apparently can't skip this.
Huh? A dead...
Oh yeah, I plan to catch all the mirages. Yeah, we can skip this part. So, I'm gonna... Actually, not sure if I can get back to where I was all in just one stream. Oh, like the tip jar. Yeah, the tip jar is just where all the hints and stuff are. Message speed to max, battle speed to max, minimap change, battle mode classic, semi-active, battle theme, automatic cross save off, fast forward, toggle. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so we're gonna need, this tutorial is just telling you that things have field abilities just like Pokemon. But unlike Pokemon, you don't have to waste valuable slots on the field abilities. Well, they did fix that in Final Fantasy, or in Gen 7, finally. Wait, did I do the right thing? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I can't do that yet. I think you just have to... Wait a minute. Maybe I should have paid more attention.
So where do we find that?
Yeah, gimme golems, you just need to go find an item to give to these things. So this is teaching you that you can teach Stroll to a Chocobo, or Chicobo. And it'll find some items for you. So go to Choco Chick. And everything has its own little sphere grid, like from Final Fantasy X. Let's see if Tama can learn anything. I want Cure, so I'll learn HQ+, sure. Yeah, this is like a much smarter version of the HM. This is basically works how HM should have worked in Pokemon the whole time, but they went with a different way to fix them.
Now, try examining the gimme.
But
Found something.
basically you just learn things on a sphere grid, and as long as you have that learned, you can use that ability. It doesn't really consume like a move slot like it would in Pokemon. And you don't have move slots like Pokemon either. You just have a limited set of things you can learn per monster. So it's not exactly like Pokemon. It's, like I said, it's a mix.
Huh? You found something.
Oh, and you can choose which form you want your peoples in. Though that actually has gameplay effects. That affects your stack in-game. And you can also switch between if you don't like one of the characters or want to switch or whatever. Some good old treasures. There isn't equipment in this game, so items
So,
feel
Tama,
less
I noticed mirages
relevant.
disappear when we defeat them. Why is that?
Most of the mirages you see in Grimoire don't actually technically belong in this world. And so, when one of you guys gives them the old KO, they can't maintain their presence here anymore. They fizzle that out and go back to their own worlds.
Huh. Wait. Now, that's weird. Who was it that told me all this before? Ugh, it's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
Now what's
Alright,
this?
now we gotta go die.
This is the called a Merc Rift. Inside,
Yeah, Mercrifts are like mini bosses, optional bosses, I guess. And later on, they'll warn you not to fight them. But yep, it's a behemoth.
This one's not very cute.
How dare you? It's scary but true. You'll never believe what this Mercrif has. Yeah, we're gonna go die to this behemoth. Immediately. I thought that like something would happen, but no, you just lose. But it's for a reason. And this game makes forced losses less frustrating because, well, you'll see. You just kind of get kicked out of Grimoire.
Oh no. Did you two die already?
What? I died?
Wrecked.
But that's... no way.
Maybe it's true. That mirage in the Mercrif did kinda...
That awkward
Well,
moment when you
I'm
die.
still alive.
Yes. That's because someone intervened, right at the moment of your demise, and made it so the battle never happened.
Wow, you can really do that?
Of course. Although Tama's the one who does it. That's the right! I have the power to rewind time a little, and then to whisk you to safety. Although, it costs me a life to do it, so I hope you don't mind if I rest for a little the while afterwards.
A life?
You might not believe it, but I've actually got multiple lives. Back there, I had to sacrifice one of those lives to turn back time and to save you. You see, this girl with the ribbon that showed up in my dreams, she's the one who taught me how to do it.
That makes zero sense and kind of freaks me out, but Tama, I'm impressed.
Thanks!
I like how her tail
But
is
just
like
so
a
you
queen.
know,
Not her,
I can
just the tail.
only use my powers to protect the two of you specifically, and only if you lose a fight, like what happened to you in the Mercrift. Oh, yeah! And I can always recover my lives if you stay here and let me rest a spell. So, don't forget to give me a breather before I run out of second chances.
It's actually kind of a lie.
Dude, you got it. Say no more. Rest yourself silly.
Yes, sir!
Thanks, Tama. We really owe you one.
It's not actually a live
Special
system. As
one.
long as you
Didn't
return
have the
here,
good sense
which you're forced to,
listen before diving
it's
in.
fine.
D-
But yeah, this
Hey.
game it's actually a little bit more
Yes,
forgiving than
she
Pokemon
claims
because
to
you
have
don't lose
gotten
money
herself
even.
Lost. Go say hello. She's quite the character.
It's time
Okay.
for Chocoboku Lena. Actually, I really like Tom's
The
design.
real
I,
question is how she got here from the outside world when it's no easy trick. She must have experience crossing between planes.
oops. Oh wait, no, I meant to do that.
So, she's over at North Promenade.
We're gonna go meet weird Chocobo lady. I was gonna say
Oh,
something.
wow. She's so tiny. Is she
Small.
what's the word again? Lilican?
She's Smoldorm.
Chocobocolina! Oh. Hello, and how are you?
good. More or less.
You know, what a nice, quiet place.
Oh,
So who are the you?
Oh, you can call me Chocolatte. I
She's
seem
named
to
like
have
a
washed up
drink.
here like a soggy yellow feather in a storm.
Huh?
I do have this funny knack for winding up in strange places.
Cool.
All right.
Don't give me those eyes.
Stop. I've got the goods.
This is the children's game. Don't you should get it again? This is inappropriate. All children have to be tucked in immediately. This is a class 9 lewd. Yeah. Freaking Choco Latte Mart is your item shop. It's, you know, it's located in this world, so you can always kind of access it. It's not really super interesting. So I have a question. Does she have like wings, or is that like, are those like sleeves that her hands go in, or are those her hands? I don't understand. She also has a very tiny thong. It's kind of inappropriate for the kitties.
What kind of operation is this?
Exactly.
It's called a shop, dear. You're in luck. I find all kinds of stuff as I bounce from point A to point Q. I'm your Choco connection.
She's from Final Fantasy 13. Oh, I figured she was a reference to something. I was thinking the MMO actually, but yeah, there is gonna be some stuff that I don't recognize in this game. Final Fantasy 1 through 3.
Are you ready to head back to Grimoire?
And Final Fantasy 12 through 15 are kind of a blind spot for me. Oh, best character time.
You had it coming. You know, when you awakened, you should have woke me up too. I don't remember raising you to be such a selfish selfer poop.
Safer Selfer Poop.
Remember you the raising me at all.
Selfer Poop is my favorite Final Fantasy
I'm just
character.
your adorable local wind pixie, aka Seraphie. My hobbies include gossip mongering and let's see. Oh, I'm good at hoarding things.
She's so good.
Hoarding?
Hoarding. Why do you think I'm here? You must have tons of prismariums, more than you can handle, right?
Well, we're still working on it.
Uh-huh. You'll have scads of them before long. You're gonna need a place to unload.
Yeah,
wants
they
my
are kind
load.
of bulky.
Well, who's got you covered? This pixie right here. Anacro made me a special prism case that lets me keep all your prismariums safe. Just plonk the ones you don't need in and yoink the ones you do need out. All plonking and yoinking must be performed within the confines of Ninewood Hills or from an alternate location with a
Plonking and
suitably
yoinking.
strong connection. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions may apply.
Okay.
I'm not sure I caught every single word, but I guess I agree.
Oh no, we
Oh,
agreed
yeah.
to the TOS.
This
We're
prismarium
doomed.
belongs to one of my tribe. Treat it with the same boundless love and affection you feel for me.
Okay.
Seraphie's kind of a special the case.
I assume, does like that character in Final Fantasy 13 have some kind of world traveling abilities? Because like when Anna Crow was talking about her, like I figured that was a reference to something, but I don't get exactly what. I mean, he's got Tidus's voice actor, so overreacting is kind of his thing. I'm sure that's intentional, by the way. He looks a little bit like Cloud, and he sounds like Tidus. I'm pretty sure that's the same voice actor. But yeah, Seraphie is our PC box, though. You can't sort your Prismariums quite as well as you can in Pokemon. I really like the box thing, and like the ability to manually, permanently sort Pokemon. Seraphie is just kind of like an automated list with a few different sort filters. But yeah, we get little tiny Bab, Sylph. And we'll just take her along. World traffic abilities reference 15. Yeah, I figured. Like I said, I know there's like, oh hey, she's got the thing on her head already. I didn't notice that happened already. I've missed like so many items by not talking to her.
Much like me, the prism case will mature over time. Something to look forward to.
You haven't ever been and never will be mature, Seraphie.
Look who's talking. Give me the thing on your head.
Hey, if no one else here is up to the task of saving the world, I will. Yep.
I guess I can't get the thing on her head. Did you get that thing I sent you? Oh well. Back to the thing. So yeah, if you did watch the first few streams, the only thing we missed were like
Anyway,
1.5
I think you
towns.
should be able to manage on your own from here. You mean you're the leaving us? Yes, you handle things now. Oh, okay, I will.
It's cool. I'll lock this place down tighter than a Marlboro's bottle of mouthwash. That's a Seraphie guarantee.
Huh? But where are you going now? Oh, well, somewhere
What
else,
do you
of course.
mean?
Yeah, that's not exactly very helpful. Look, we really need to ask you so many things.
No, you'll figure it out. I can't do everything for you now.
Everything? But you've barely done anything.
Besides, every world has
Haven't
its
I?
own rules.
Haven't
Like
I?
water dousing fire, and light banishing darkness.
I think that's just called science.
Well, I designed mine to be so completely unbreakable that even I can't undo them.
Undo what?
The rules.
You're bad at explaining.
You're saying you can't help because that violates the rules of the world or something?
Exactly.
But why is that? I mean, come on. Just who do you think you are?
Me? Oh, well... I'm God.
Obviously.
Hasta la vista.
She's gone.
Dude.
I guess we can't necessarily rule it out, but for somebody calling the cosmic shots, she seems kind of sub-benevolent.
Well, that's Anna Crow for you, so get used to it.
So, she really is God?
Beats me. Anna Crow is Anna Crow, wouldn't you say?
Pretty the much.
Thanks for clearing it up.
If she's got it and this is a Final Fantasy game, we definitely have to kill her. I wonder if a game is good if it's just reference after reference. Well, it's not just reference after reference, but I would still say yes. I mean, how does that make it not good if they're good references? Like, good, like, reference does not make it bad. I have no idea if she dies. I doubt it, but I mean, she's God in a Final Fantasy game, which is an unenviable position to be in. Though I guess there are some gods that do not get killed. Usually the ones that do not exist.
Cost us a chunk of time.
And whose fault is that?
They're good references, Brent. Yeah, I know about speeding up battles. It's a moo! So yeah, again, this is attack. Oh, oops.
No trouble at all.
Victory!
That was weird. Why? I guess I was waiting for the other animation to quit. I honestly usually use wait for this because sometimes I pause in the middle of playing. I should probably just set the menu to wait so I don't get all confused. But yeah, it does the same thing as the Final Fantasy, the SNES and PlayStation Final Fantasies,
Yeah,
where you can set the battle speed. You can set whether you want wait, semi-active, or active. Active being the hardest / advanced method, wait being almost turn-based, like not exactly, but close. Yeah, these are moves. Are they moves or mews? But I guess they're moves because it doesn't have the little. It's not the Greek letter, so whatever.
All right.
Yeah, we just caught a moo. And I love that they have, like, fist tails, because they do tail punches. A cute little forest animal. At least that's what was wanting you to think. Then pow! A tail punch to the jaw! This mirage has nothing to do with the legendary continent. May or may not squeak moo when upset. The names, or the descriptions are really great in this game. You don't kill that many gods. I mean, you kill quite a few. It would be kind of spoilers to mention which Final Fantasies, but I would say god killing is almost as abundant as like dictator overthrowing.
I know. But could we see all this stuff before?
Now that you've fought that thing the once, you can see all its information.
Evil gods are still
If
gods.
you happen to know some Libra magic, you can peep at its data before you even jump in.
Yeah, just tutorializing. We're just gonna see the story bits, not too much of the tutorial bits. I honestly wish there was like more games need like a skip tutorial bit. Like I want to see the story bits, but not the tutorial bits. Also, you definitely kill multiple characters that are attempting to become God. So, Yeah, I would say there's quite a few dead gods in Final Fantasy's pantheon. Not quite as many as God of War, but that's pretty stiff competition. Yes. Hello, Parker. It's montage time. Everybody loves a montage. Oh, it's the montage music. Guy from space. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about... What was that thing even called? Final Fantasy... Kill a tree! Best tree. Okay, we don't need to see this. Nine is debatable. Depends on what you consider Necron.
World of Final Fantasy.
Also, Ultimecia was becoming God, so I mean, I would say that counts too. Well, it's pretty freaking close.
Well,
Wait, why am I
that
back
certainly
here?
cost us a chunk of time.
And whose fault is that?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did... Wait, did I not... Did I... Huh? Did I quit the game or something?
We did it!
Oh, right!
I was just trying to skip the thing. Oh, I think I went back to the title screen instead of...
Oh, yeah, I want names.
Instead of skipping the cutscene. Never mind. I pressed the wrong thing. I'm not used to skipping cutscenes in this game. Weird.
Oh.
Alright. That's fine. We lost like 1 minute of progress. In prison. Excuse me. Why is she not acting? Is that what the weight, the semi-active does? It cues both of your actions? That's not what I was expecting. I thought with weight, like, or semi-active, it like waits as long as your menu is open, or I don't know. It's been a long time. I usually just used plain old active. Though I definitely used wait in Chrono Trigger. That was one of the first RPGs I played. I think Final Fantasy VIII was actually the first RPG I beat. Maybe it was Legend of Legaia, actually. Let's skip this. Oh, yeah, I pressed return to title screen, not skip scene. Yeah, they're just moving stupid. Let's stack that moo on my head. Alright, I don't have my giant stack set up. Yeah, you can have different stack for when you're giant and when you're not. What about lightning? I don't think lightning can die because, like I said last time, like she is necessary for the eternal marketing.
Alright,
well, she was necessary for the eternal marketing cycle of 13's, like 10-year saga of death and pain and agony. But I think she's finally been allowed to die. Okay. Oh, you can't skip it. I just wasted time trying to save time. Classic. Oh, Parker left like 60,000 C's in my Discord chat. He didn't send them though. Yes, anime. Beautiful. It's kind of weird how the anime art style doesn't really quite match like the main style. You'd think they would be able to get a little closer. Whatever. I always thought Final Fantasy X looks kind of weird. Like, whenever they do the pre-rendered cutscenes, everyone's face looks so different. And the in-game graphics were so great. I wasn't like, why did they even do the pre-rendered? It just kind of looks worse with the pre-rendered, in my opinion. I didn't even pay attention to a few of these people. I wasn't even sure were in the game. I guess I could have expected Tidus there. The anime is over, so you know the cutscene's almost over. I'm sure Cloud's in here somewhere. They're legally, like, obligated to have Cloud in any form of, you know, reference wank material.
Chapter 2. Foretold by prophecy.
It's more of an Elder Scrolls thing. Prophecy, really. I can't really think of many prophecies in Final Fantasy, honestly.
Over there at the end of the bridge?
Yeah, and I don't know why, but something about it takes me back.
Yeah, this is one of those things where I think it's a reference to something. But, the next town is like a reference to Final Fantasy 1, which is like the most personality-free thing of anything ever. Aside from black mages and white mages, of course, but like, it's just... Anyway, we're gonna meet the conductor, and he's great.
So, you think we're supposed to get on?
Absolutely. All the aboard.
I mean, Ultimecia is going to compress everything in the universe into her singular being. Like, if that's not a god, like, I don't know what we're even going for.
Oh, hey sis, let's park it here.
Sure.
Like how despite being giants, everything is like decently sized for us.
Hi.
It's rude to stare at kids.
They're so tiny.
Whoa, pluck my needles. I don't know how long it's been since we've had new passengers. Right, tickets, please.
I like how he pops up in front of the screen. Captain Cactuar is the best.
A mirage?
What? It talks?
Oh, I indeedly needly am a mirage. But I'm also the train conductor, so... Tickets, please.
Needles go through his hat.
All right. If Tama can talk, then why not?
But the train tickets that we need
Right here.
Right the hell?
Wow, semi-lifetime passes, eh? Haven't feasted my eyes on one of these in a swell spell. Right then.
Semi-lifetime.
Pleasant journey.
Where did those tickets come from?
In the crow made sure I was provided with everything we could ever need. Yep.
Okay then.
So why a semi-lifetime pass? And not a lifetime one?
Or a demi-lifetime pass. That covers 25% of your lifetime. Hello. Excuse you. I like how he's always facing the screen. I guess you're supposed to feel Final Fantasy 1 nostalgia? I don't know. We'll see more properly nostalgic places later. there are people that are less down on Final Fantasy 1 than I am, but I think it was a poor lead-in.
Wow.
It's just like
This place rules.
standard fantasy town.
It's like something right out of a fantasy.
Mayor from Powerpuff? It might be. I mean, there's only so many voice actors in the world.
Hey, Tama, why don't you?
I still am disappointed I haven't found a cat
Pardon.
to stack on my head yet.
If I may ask, would you be kind enough to tell me what country you hail from?
Oh, us?
Freedom Town.
Mirage is from the Bahamutian army. Bahamu? What's a Bahamu?
Everyone knows Bahamu, the best
Bahamut
summon.
Federation has a whole army of mirages in their employ.
Huh? Someone's made a whole army out of them?
Sounds just fine by me. Line them up nice and neat for us, so we can round them up.
Huh? Hey, wait up! Lon!
We gotta beat up some goblins. What? These things look vaguely familiar. Is there a particular
Alright, you
thing these
Bahamus.
guys' representation
What's
is
your
from?
beef, Huh?
You the make it sound.
I've seen plenty of goblins in Final Fantasy, but they're usually not quite like this. Feel more FF1 nostalgia if they did better with this reference. I mean, what? Final Fantasy 1 is so standard. What do you even reference other than white and black mage? And like fighter? I'm kind of surprised there's no fighter. Because like white, black, red, and mages and fighter, I would say, are some of the most recognizable stuff. Garland, yeah. Hey, Peyton. Oh, I can imprison. Wait, what? What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
Whoa! What the?
Oh,
What
right,
just
that was a
happened?
scripted imprison
Why wasn't
fail.
I able to imprison that mirage?
Didn't you see the light that's surrounding it? That means it's the beholden to another keeper.
The what? BO? They smell?
He's not very smart.
No! What I mean is, the Mirage already has another the master. So until you give their boss the old heave the hoe, you won't be able to claim it for yourself.
If they had a fighter that says, I like swords repeatedly. Though honestly, that would make me think more of epic battle fantasy than Final
Fire
Fantasy
whoever
at this
wrote
point.
that little hook in.
Lon, ixnay on the fourth wall stuff!
Yeah, this isn't Neptunia.
Oh, whoops.
Are they Bahamutian soldiers?
But they drove the mirages off for us.
It's just like the prophecy, word for word.
But which one?
Well, we know how it ends.
Please, may I speak with you?
I guess it looks vaguely
sure.
Heartless-like, but I don't think that's the intent. Yeah, goblins in Final Fantasy, they're usually more of the furry variety. Like, that's what I remember from, like, the SNES ones anyway.
You've traveled here from another world.
Oh, well, I wouldn't. I mean.
But of course they know
Actually,
Goblin
you're pretty
Punch.
much spot on. And we're Mirage Keepers too.
Lon, don't tell her!
Why not? Face it, we're too awesome to try and hide it. I'm like exuding all over.
Lon, you don't even know what exude means.
There is someone who would like to have a word with you. Could you possibly stop by Castle Cornelia?
So let's find this Casa Cornelius place. Doesn't Casa mean up? It's gotta be higher up.
Well, you've got the direction correct. Even if the rest of that was completely off the base.
Nobody this
That
town
woman must
questioned
be
Lon of being
important if
giant.
She's inviting us to the castle.
Did you not see the prior cutscene where everyone was flipping out about them being giant?
What's up, guys? Nice armor.
Leave them alone, please.
Us being giant is weird, but not extremely weird. Giants are rare, but not non-existent.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to the Kingdom of Cornelia. I am Princess Sarah.
She's apparently somebody they made for the remake of Final Fantasy 1.
Wait, you're like a princess?
We had no idea. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry Lon acted like such a royal idiot.
I'm not royal.
Oh, and I'm his older sister, Rain.
That's a good
It's
one.
an honor.
Please forgive the ruse. At first, I suspected that you might be agents sent here by Bahamut. I was wrong. You stood up bravely against their mirages and kept our town safe. All of Cornelia thanks you.
Oh, I wouldn't say we were that brave.
Oh, he just went anime.
Stop, you're so modest. Still, the fact of the matter is, we didn't do anything all that outstanding.
Yeah,
4
we're
people in
more
the
instanding types.
stained glass thing there.
I'm pretty sure that instanding isn't an actual the word.
What do you know about words?
Oh, forgive me. It's just so hard to believe that you two are the stuff of prophecies.
Rude.
Prophecies? Oh, that's right. I think I heard the townsfolk going on about some kind of prophecy too.
Oh, I am sorry. If you will permit me, I will explain it from the beginning.
There will be warriors of light, or at least one.
You see,
They usually just go
Cornelia
with one.
Is an unfederated state, midway up Grimoire.
Unfederated?
Yes. Let me explain that as well.
BRB.
The majority of Grimoire's countries and municipalities have annexed themselves to the Bahamutian Federation under the rule of Brandalis, the Herald King. Cornelia, however, has continued to maintain its sovereignty. The Federation has made attempts to erode this stance countless times, but we have held our ground, and now Bahamut has taken to armed provocation.
You mean like that Mirage attack before?
Yes.
So where does this prophecy factor in?
The Azure Prophecy speaks of a divergence. When time begins its march anew, they shall return as visitors, giants from the hills of a world not our own. Upon Grimoire, they will wreak 2 divergent futures. One that brings salvation, and the other ruin, an enigma to confound even the highest mind.
The giants may wreak 2 futures?
Reek, huh? Oh, man! Tama, this prophecy's about you!
What are you even talking about? There's nothing wrong with the way I smell. You big the dummy!
Well, at least I'm dumber than you!
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm afraid there's just no hope for them. So, the giants from the hills, as in Ninewood Hills? I guess it's one of those believe what you want to things, but yeah, so far, it does seem to match up. Do you mind if I ask you a slightly awkward question?
It's about to get
If
lewd.
this federation is really so terrible, why have so many countries agreed to become members?
People love being terrible. Have you not seen the news?
Not all, but certainly most of them, are now firmly under the Federation's control. With such a powerful army behind them, citizens can go about their lives without fearing the mirages that still roam free.
Dude, they control that many mirages? Seriously?
Yes!
Calm down.
Dude.
Whoa.
King Brandalis' heralded...
Game over, man. Game over.
Spartus and Pelennor command all of Grimoire's mirages with the same authority as the famous Queen of the Keepers of ages past.
So there was a Queen of the Keepers? Sounds like she was pretty powerful.
Yes, but that was more than a century ago.
So, sorry for the string of dumb questions, but if the Federation can guarantee that kind of absolute protection, wouldn't it be worthwhile to take them up on their offer?
It may seem wise, but you see, membership in the Federation involves following their laws, and adoption of a heinous creed. It chills me, right to the marrow of my bones.
That bad?
Yes. I beg you, see for yourselves. Once you have done so, well, you will understand.
All right then.
Now then, may I ask what the 2 of you intend to do next?
Well, whatever's going on out there, the only thing we can do right now is just keep rounding up more mirages, am I right?
Oh?
Apparently, at one time we commanded a whole legion of them. But somehow, we lost them along with our memories. So, we're hoping by getting the mirages back, we might stumble on some clues about our past.
That's right. So if mirages like those goblins are bugging you, we can lay down the smack.
Lay down the what?
I think what he's trying to say is we'll help you out, or at least in the best way we know how.
Oh, wonderful. You have my thanks. Mine and all Cornelia's.
Still, if we're going to be any help, don't you think we need to beef up our arsenal first? 'cause we can't put up much of a fight without some strong mirages.
Good point. Princess, do you know of any nearby places where strong mirages live?
Certainly. If you travel to the northeast of Cornelia, you'll find the Nether Nebula, a network of caverns inhabited by many wild mirages.
Ooh, nice.
It's not a nebula at all.
Savage mirages have been sighted in the nebula. You may well end up dead.
That's cool.
If you insist upon going, then please take the utmost caution.
He will, Your Highness. Otherwise, he's gonna be extremely sorry.
Wait a minute, why just me? What did I do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think slow mode for 1 second is too big of a deal, but I just figured I'd take it off for now.
It looks like we'll need to wind our way down to reach the exit.
Seems that way.
We usually catch trolls and idiots pretty quickly anyway.
Oh, it's not that strange to the people of Grimoire. Hey, while we're here, why don't we ask around town and to see what we can find out?
Here's where you find the first occult fan. It's so cool that they brought those back.
If we cooperated with other powerful countries, those Federation goons probably wouldn't attack us anymore. Come to think of it, our neighbors in Saronia all... I wonder...
Everybody has full voice acting, which I don't think is like as necessary or cool a feature as a lot of people think it is, but I mean, I guess it's what people want.
Huh? What's this thing?
Oh, I was hoping a path might link thee up here.
Hey, Tama!
Wait up!
Those are your standard exit gates.
Huh?
Back to this place.
We're back in Ninewood Hills?
You see, the gate here doesn't connect to just one, the area. All throughout Grimoire, you'll find places. Save the locations that lead back here.
Yeah. Go to the gates, do the thing.
Okay, to the Nether Nebula.
Nobody really has anything too interesting to say. You can get a couple items. There's a cute little Choco Chick family, or Chocobo family over here, though. But yeah, some people give you some status relief items, and that's really about it. Teeny bits of backstory. But I like that there's the occult fans. They have hints to certain
Chapter
puzzles and
3.
stuff in the game.
Old acquaintances.
Kind of what this whole game is, isn't there?
She said the Nether Nebula is somewhere northeast of Cornelia, right?
Time to go hustle and rustle a little mirage muscle.
Just don't hustle so much that you get yourself lost, okay? I might just leave you there.
When's the last time I got...
Don't push it.
Okay.
I don't know if that floating continent is a reference to any specific continent from, like, probably Final Fantasy 1? I don't know. Does anyone say welcome to Cornelia? Probably like the first person that you see.
Air
I
here
don't
is
know.
so clean.
I don't think I talked to them. At most, you just get some items, so it's not really too worth talking to everybody in town.
Be careful.
The whole game feels like a tutorial. I mean, it's the first hour of an RPG. I mean, that's how RPGs go. There's a lot of stuff to teach you. Like, we're talking about like an 80-hour or like the minimum. Let's look at how long to beat.
Gates, they usually turn up in towns or at the start of most mirage-infested areas. You never have to travel far to visit a place you've been. Whenever you want to get from point the A to point the B,
40 hours. Completionist, 75 hours. So yeah, the first like 2.5% of the game is tutorial. That's kind of about to be expected.
Man,
unfortunately, this isn't Zelda,
adventure.
so it doesn't ask you if you want to replay
Come
the
on, sis.
tutorials.
Let's follow this rabbit hole as far as it goes.
Yeah, fine. Just behave yourself.
Didn't you see the other streams? You've seen bits that are definitely not tutorial. It's just how the start goes. Of, you know, everything, honestly. It is kind of an annoyance in RPGs. I guess I don't really need to bother catching things, since I'm going to abandon the save file once we get to where I was anyway. This is just the standard RPG thing of letting you dip your toes in the pool, not overwhelming you.
Yeah, fine.
Lots
Just
of
behave
backstory.
yourself.
It's kind of a hard problem to solve, because like if you just dive people right in, like there's hardly any way to like world build like that.
This dungeon is way more dungeony than I thought.
I think gameplay wise you could proceed faster, but you could
Dungeon referred to the biggest tower in
confuse
a
some
castle.
people's.
It's what they called the castle keep.
I do wish there was like an option for like, yes, I have played this manner of game before. You don't have to teach me like how turn-based battles work.
Kidding me?
I've played several hundred, which I don't believe is exactly an exaggeration. Maybe just 100 or 200, but definitely 100 or so. Alright, I don't have any abilities. I'm useless. So there you can see how strong stacked things are.
All right.
All right.
Once you got into the prison, they kept teaching about machines and stuff. Well, that's because it was the first time we found machines. Like, that was like the one tutorial bit and like a 4 or 5 hour
The
stream.
more upset she gets, the more she tries to cover it up by spouting random
Our sister apparently spouts trivia when she's
You know
mad.
where the word trivia comes from?
Sis, I think we're good.
I like the lack of self-awareness there. Nintendo revealed their online cost $28 a year. Why do people keep thinking that's new? They said that like they said that months ago. Like that's not new information. I don't know why everybody's all in a tizzy over it. It's like we knew. At least I'm pretty sure we knew. I'm pretty sure that exact price point was discussed previously. No, I should probably like run. There we go. Okay, I'm switching to wait battle mode. This feels weird. I don't recall the price being revealed until yesterday. Maybe it was just rumors, but I don't know. Let me Google. I could have sworn $20 was the exact number mentioned. I don't know. If I search now, it's all just recent stuff. Let me see. More. No, tools. Past year. Maybe it is new. I don't know. I could have sworn I'd heard that before, though. Game asks, have you ever played a Square Enix game before? That would I honestly think that more games could be like, hey, have you played this sort of game before? Because there's a lot of tutorializing that games do that really is covered by, have you played games before? Are you comfortable just poking around a bit, and if you screw up, that's okay? And also, have you played this genre of game before? Are you aware that like turns are a thing? All that stuff. Because otherwise, they kind of have to, you know, they write it so that anybody who's never played, I guess, any kind of game before can play it, which obviously is pretty annoying to the majority of people, actually. But, you know, I guess the alternative is annoying as well. Or, oh right, I need to actually catch some mirages real quick. Google has a filter by date for search. You go to tools when you search, and you can go like, I don't know if you can set a date range. Oh yeah, you can. So you can set like, let's try that then. Search for that. I could have sworn the last year I'd heard that it was going to be $20. Yeah, Nintendo's online services will cost $20 to $30 a year. Yeah, news from February. We knew that was going to be budget. I mean, it's Nintendo. It can't really not be budget if it's online. Well, I mean, like, even Nintendo knows that they're bad with online, and they can't justify that. Off is one of my favorite RPGs. Off is not a AAA game meant for people that don't know how to play games. Like, Off is meant for like an extreme niche, and the first like, I would say the more of like, relatively speaking, more of Off is the tutorial than this game is. Like, the first, say, 5% of this game is the tutorial, whereas the first, like, one video of my LP was, like, that was what, like, I guess 10 to 5%. I forget exactly how long that series was. But Off is, like, a shorter game, and there's a lot less going on. And it's obviously, it's like, it's a free game, it's made for enthusiasts, it's not really comparable. Like, if you go back and look at any Final Fantasy, you're gonna see a lot of tutorial stuff. It's better spread out through, you know, story stuff, because, you know, Final Fantasy, you would usually not be fighting this many times within the first hour, and you'd usually probably just be mostly story stuff. Which I do think this game, the story does start pretty freaking slow compared to Final Fantasy stuff. Because usually when you start a Final Fantasy, like, you know, your mom is dead, and you have like a grudge, and like Sephiroth is like eating your wife's face, and you know, stuff. But medium, did I get that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, switches, you gotta get Mirages to stand on the switch. I would say watch the last stream that I did, the VOD for, I think it's part 3 or 4. That's about halfway into the game. It shows more of the cool stuff you can do with Mirages. Oh, frickin'! I hate when they make it a little bit too complicated to skip. I guess it makes it easier to not do it on accident.
How come all this really useful, well-presented information keeps popping into our heads?
Oh, that? I guess Anna Crow is trying to give you some tips.
Dude, really? And here I thought I was some kind of super genius coming up with all the answers on my own.
Lon, the super genius.
I hate to break it to you, but you will never be that person.
I know. It's so sad.
Whoa, hey now, come on. You don't have to look that broken-hearted when you say it.
Cruel. Yeah, last episode is a better impression of like how the combat system and story stuff goes.
That's not the good.
Because there's a lot more going on then.
Is called a threshold. Mirages create them to mark their territory. When you see a threshold, you better watch out because
yeah, thresholds are the only time you can get a game over. That just means there's a strong Mirage there. I swear people have like selective amnesia whenever they play an RPG, and like, I don't know, people just act like every RPG ever is the first time they've ever seen an RPG tutorial, because every game is like complained about uniquely as if it had a bad tutorial. It's like, but you make the same complaint about everything, but you never mentioned that other things have the same thing. It's like, ugh.
What the honk?
Crystals. You gotta have crystals. It's not Final Fantasy until there's crystals, honestly. Except for all the ones that don't have them. I think they usually have crystals these days, though. Hey, Ifrit. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I expected some foolhardy adventurer with a terminal case of curiosity.
That me? Hey, Ramu. How you doing?
What's this?
He has elf ears.
Well, look who's back.
Shiva is thirsty in this game. She's also not appropriate for little kitties. Look away, kids. You can almost see them hippies. That's inappropriate.
Well met? That's not our names!
I think
down.
he just means hello. Oh, and for the record, he happens to be a half-wit and a half-pint.
You haven't changed a bit.
Huh? What's so funny?
Oh, you're having a lawn moment. Guess I'll just add this one to the pile.
Wait, what pile? There's a pile?
Apparently.
I swear he's even dumber in the tutorial. The tutorial's to make Lon less stupid, not the player.
Really? No wonder they haven't summoned us.
Then our course of action is clear. We must ensure the pecking order is pecking in the right order. If you seek to command the three of us again, then demonstrate your strength now or else be destroyed!
Hold
Calm down.
Why must you two always let the blood rush to your head?
What do you mean?
Would you just look at them? These are not the Mirage Keepers we knew.
We're tiny babs.
Hi. You're right. They do look rather... How do I put it?
Put what?
Lon
Hey,
does
Ian.
set the bar low. Like Limbo the bar low.
Ah, I see.
See what?
Even the game knows we're dumb tutorial babbies.
What say we pit them against just one of us to keep things nice and fair?
Agreed then. Go on. Choose from among us and choose wisely.
I'm gonna go with Ramu this time.
Time certainly has
I went
not
with
made
Shiva
you any
myself.
more clever.
The first
What
time.
we're trying to say is, the two of you are no match for all three of us at once. Which means...
Right, I get it. Thanks. Now, let's see.
Huh? Wait, get what?
I guess Shiva was pretty saucy in Final Fantasy X. Let's go Ramu.
'Twould be foolhardy to challenge me. My judgment bolt strikes with such force it would shatter your very soul.
Yeah.
Watch it. For an old guy, he looks pretty tough.
Dude, tough doesn't even begin to describe it.
Be careful. Remember, we're still the inside their
Take
threshold.
this!
Oh. I forgot to actually level up my mirages. This might be bad. You're actually supposed to do things in this game, which I haven't really been doing. Because I was just kind of trying to rush through the story bits. Normally we would have explored the cavern and, like, done things. This might be, yeah, this might be a little bad. So your stats, it's kind of like Final Fantasy X. You do get some increases from levels up, but you get some big stat boosts by just filling out your sphere grid, which I kind of neglected to do. Lon has brain problems, it's fine. I mean, he's got Tidus's voice actor, so, I mean, brain problems, yeah, that's about right. I wonder if they'll actually kill me. Because this seems a bit early for them to let you do that. You know what? Let's die. I'm curious now. Is there level scaling? Oh god, no. This is Final Fantasy, not Elder Scrolls. We do not find, like, frickin', you know, giant Atronarchs around little tiny town just because we leveled up. Oh, it does give you a straight up game over. Womp womp. It's alright, Tama. Okay then. It'll be fine. I just need to level up my stupid mirages. I also need a full stack because you're really supposed to have actually played a little bit instead of just immediately rushing through the story.
Final Fantasy.
Like, there should have been, like, an hour or so, maybe, of me, like, trying to actually do things. Crap. I need another M-sized one. Ramu is way more than the summon monster of lightning. Ramu is a very long-standing, he's the main thunder guy. It's much more important than, you know, lightning. Can I see the after battle scenario where Shiva and Ifrit yell at Ramu for killing these kids? They were getting a little rowdy, so, you know, children had to be murdered. It's fine. It is kind of crude, but I do think it's funny that Ramu will just, like, willingly murder us after. He's like, hey, don't like, you know, get all feisty at these kids. And then he just kills them. He doesn't care. He realizes in the middle of fighting us that we're actually incredibly stupid because we didn't play the game right. So he just decides to, you know, off us. It's fine. It's better this way. I should probably actually grind just a teeny bit, I guess. So I have like 1 level. I hadn't considered that like I would be skipping all of the gameplay bits and then it hit a boss. But this should be the hardest boss that we fight for a while. I kind of wish there was just a get an encounter button and you just press that to get an encounter. There's some games where you can do that. Pokemon has some out of battle abilities that let you do that. Criminal Girls has a thing just like that. There's some other games that let you do that. Alright, we can get baby Hemoths. Not too much longer here. But of course I have those on my main save file. It was always kind of funny, they call the spell Thunder, when it's like, that's just a sound. Thunder's not gonna hurt anybody, but whatever. I guess it sounds cooler? I don't know. I do really like the nomenclature they've made. Something that was really cool in Dot Hack is they make kind of this big deal out of, like, they have this whole naming structure of the spells, so like, it's like the world has its own language, and it's pretty cool. So like, they have a word for like spells. They have a word for each element, each level of spell, and each like method of casting. Like they have like tornadoes. They have like things that drop rocks and stuff. They all have their own names, and it's pretty cool. Lightning, cold thunder, misnomers everywhere. I guess so. Mostly with kids though. But what console do you think you've owned the most games for? Not counting PC, I would say probably PS3. Not counting digital games, probably still PS3, maybe PS2. Probably PS3, because that was the first time I had my own money to buy games with. And that was my main platform for last gen. And I play mostly Japanese games, so yeah. It'd be hard to quantify though. I do have a crap ton of games for DS, and not as many for Wii U. I can't quite tell from, I'm looking at my bookcase, and nothing super stands out. There's just a lot of PS2, a lot of PS3, good amount of Wii, lots of DS, decent amount of 3DS. I definitely have less 3DS than DS. I have these card cases. I don't know how many they hold, but I have 2 full card cases worth of DS games. I think they're 18 each, so that's just under 40. Though I think I film. Do I film more than 2? I don't know. I have a lot of DS games, but I'm pretty sure I have more PS3 ones, especially if you count digital. But if you count digital, then you start having to count like review copies, so, and like bundles and stuff, and that's not like the truest representation. If you count digital, I have several hundred PS3 games, and I have over 100 PS4 games, and I have like 1,200 games on Steam. So. Though if you're counting physical games, I have, like, PC is like one of the least. I do have some physical PC games. I kind of prefer to own on physical, but it's like with PC, it's just like, What was when when MGS5, like isn't the MGS5 disc for PC doesn't like literally only contain a Steam installer? I heard something like that. Maybe it was the Ground Zeroes. I don't know. Yeah, discs aren't so important anymore. And I guess in a way that's better than when things had like you had to keep the CD in the tray. Like that was so stupid. Why is my Landstag incomplete? Because I don't have any large monsters, or I don't have any medium monsters. I don't have any large monsters either. I probably should have caught 2 copper gnomes. Wait, no, these aren't even the same thing, so no, I couldn't really. Nothing I could really do there. Yeah, this is me showing off the beginning of the game because we missed that, and I figured we've seen so much of the game, I should probably just show the whole darn thing, right? Tama, maybe? I can't teach you anything. But yeah, a stack being incomplete is a fairly big deal. Sure, let's learn Protect. Because that basically means I'm missing like 1/3 of my potential max power, but whatever. We'll just do one more fight to refill my AP. What do you think of grinding in this? It's not too bad. You have to know where to grind. I guess that's like any game where you can grind. There's a really good grind spot that unlocks pretty early on, but you have to be able to beat her. There's this optional boss you can fight as many times as you want that just stands in this one place. She's pretty easy to unlock, but I don't know what level you'd have to be to beat her, at least 50 or 60, I'm guessing? Because I'm at like, my Mirages are level 30 and my character's are level 40, and she's much too tough. But you can easily grind characters to level 20 where I'm at in my main save file, and that's pretty much all I really need. They're fully functional by like level 20. They have around a full like sphere grid, so to speak, for one form anyway. They're not full up all the way, but I think everything's in order. Let's see if I can get any better. Does anything have better stats? I should probably use Tom. What's he got on his head? Oh, he does have Tama. Wait, no, that's not what I'm using. I'm using the stack. Hello? Hello? Excuse you? Alright, hopefully we won't die. Like I said, you're supposed to actually play the game at this point instead of just rushing to the end. I kind of forgot that, like, difficulty exists in things. And, like, games expect you to play them instead of just rushing through them, but whatever. This is not how I played my first time, obviously. So why can some Mirages talk and others can't? 'Cause, I mean, they're monsters. It's just like how other games have some monsters that can talk. Like, some are just intelligent beings, some are not. They're like animals. Humans are just animals. Let's fight Ifrit, I guess, because that way we get
Choose me.
all
I
of the
know
different
you
things.
missed. Step now into the searing embrace of my hellfire!
Calm down. Freaking special live video, Parker. I've considered having like camera so you can see Parker as he interrupts my every stream.
Let's turn up the heat.
Yes.
I think he's got that part covered.
Somebody commented on my last one-shot video that they were so appreciative of the little cat noises that happen all the time. It's like, yep, that's Parker. That's what he does. I don't know why it says Quee. It's definitely Que. But, whatever. Oh, I'm stupid. I just realized I probably shouldn't pick Shiva, because I have... Wait, are you weak to Earth? No, he's not. Probably should have picked something I could, you know, have some resistance for. But, I guess Shiva was probably the easiest one to fight, wasn't she? Because I have fire. Alright, she has a pretty cool ability where she can like channel, I guess they both can do that, right? You sort of channel the power of your Mirage, and that becomes an elemental physical attack. How do I see if Protect is up? Whatever. Wark. I always been more of a fan of Que than Wark. They're both good though. As you can see, this is going better. Are you fierce? Are you fierce? Are you fierce? Oh, he's kicking. He's fierce. As you can see, this is going much better, even with just like a couple more levels and actually setting up my monsters. Also, just having one more monster in the stack is pretty freaking significant. Critical. Parker squad. He's pretty great. Oh god. Let's see, that's Hellfire. Also, as you can see, she has like, you know, 50% more health than he does as well. In fact, her status bar is even bigger because she's fully stacked. Which sounds inappropriate now that I mention it aloud. So is Seraphi only playable in the demo? No, Seraphi, I think you have to get her later in the story. I don't have her yet, but I'm pretty sure the Sylph can turn into Seraphi. And I don't know if we get this real Seraphi. See, no problem. Mirages with a star are the genuine deal. So like you can get the real Shiva and Ramu and everything. I didn't know this game had a demo. I guess
Enough.
it's not too much of a surprise.
I have seen my
But
fill for one day.
That was fun for what it was.
he says after murdering us last time.
You have so much growing up to do.
Quiet, you. I'm a Hulk waiting to happen.
So long. We
Twiggy.
shall meet again.
Well, our paths may cross before you know it.
Bye-bye for now.
I love when cats kick with their back legs. Like, what is that? What are you accomplishing with that?
Huh? What's this?
A prismarium, duh.
I know it's a prismarium, dummy. You didn't manage to imprison those tough mirages, but it looks though like they gave you this prismarium from the same tribe as a consolation prize.
I see. I guess we made the grade then.
Frit. It's called Frit. Hey, Frit. A tyke with flair for flames. His horns get frequent compliments. Wears a warm scarf despite basically being on fire. What a happy little friend. Let's keep him. Oh yeah, we learn how to transfigure. Unique abilities. Even chat says Lon, shut up.
The nebula have been set free. And once again, time resumes its march.
Our first indication that something like spooky is going on.
Well,
We do have some cool
better make our
villains,
way
but
back
it takes a while to see
Cornelia
them.
before the Bahamutians get any funny ideas.
We gotta go all the way back.
Yes.
You can head to Ninewood Hills right then now if you want to.
Huh?
Now that the boss has been the bested, I can make you an exit gate right here and now. Ta-da-da!
Ow. Excuse you.
It'll take you back to Ninewood Hills, and from
Oh,
there,
hey.
Cornelia's easy.
Thanks to the buzz cut. I remember.
You don't get shortcuts much the shorter than a buzz cut.
Don't encourage him, please.
Unless you buzz the buzz cut, and then what have you got?
I think
Mama,
at that
please shut
point,
up.
you call it a bolt cut.
Are you fierce? Ow! Ow, that is my knuckle. Please do not eat my knuckle. Well, I answered my question. He is in fact fierce. Okay, calm down. No. I put my hand in my shirt thing, which is his sign that it's okay to play. He bites a lot harder when it's time to play. He's flicking his tail so hard on the keyboard that it's inputting keys. Let me pet your cat. If I could let you pet my cat through the internet, I would
Just
give
head
you
back to
one
your
pet.
room in Ninewood Hills whenever you want to rest up and recover HP.
No, would you calm? Remain calm. Oh yeah, like You recover, or everybody in the party gains experience. Ones who are actually used get more. Yeah, we just need to go back and see some more story. No dropped frames yet. I think
Chapter 4.
think things might be stable finally.
Legendary warrior.
Okay then, let's check in
Maybe.
with Princess Sarah.
It's the Bahamutian army! What? They're here already?
These guys have tails. I don't know if they like actually have tails or if they're just like scalies or what's going on there. But they have tails in their armor, and it's not really as intimidating as I'm sure they want it to be.
They're setting up camp right outside of town!
What are you grinding in, son?
Mom, perfect timing. We were actually just on our way to see you.
If they've established a camp near our gates, then clearly they must intend to finish us once and for all.
So what now?
Seems to me, we're going to have to nip this little problem in the butt.
What do you propose we do?
We should take the fight to them.
Well said, but as things stand, Cornelia simply does not have the manpower.
If you can just buy us some time, we'll do the rest.
Huh?
Me and Rain will sneak up on their boss and take him out.
What? Is it really that simple?
Well, he may not exactly look it, but Lun's pretty good in a fight.
Terra's
Thing
armor.
Is, he
What
used to
armor?
get picked on for being such a pipsqueak.
Please, as if you were ever any taller than me.
Oh, well, I might have made up the pipsqueak part, but he definitely did get picked on. I think that maybe the other kids were a little creeped out by our arms. Still, we were always kind of proud that we look like this, because it meant we were just like our mom, right?
Aww.
I guess.
So, let's talk more about Long getting picked on. Boy, did they make him cry. But after I whipped him into shape, he never lost a fight again.
Wonderful.
But that's not 'cause he turned into some kind of bully-destroying machine. He just literally never picked a fight he couldn't win. Really, his threat assessment skills were uncanny. He always knew the odds. Call it natural cowardice.
Hey, watch it.
So, Lon, how about it? Do you think we can beat those guys?
Piece of cake. Well, not a piece of cake. More like a very large sliver of cake.
Well, there you have it. So, are you willing to trust us?
Very well then.
I can hear Titus saying most of these lines, honestly.
Before the Federation completely overruns.
He's only slightly stupider than
We will
Titus,
fight.
really.
And place our faith in the Mirage Keepers.
What a weird thing to remember. I know someone bullied Lon,
No
but
bullies.
why can't I remember who?
I bet she bullied Lon. She kind of does it the whole game, doesn't she? What's up,
I'm
princess?
certain.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have any joyride. You can ride things when you unlock that ability. Blah blah blah. Keepers from prophecy.
Army 1st Brigade. Princess Sarah has appointed us as vanguard.
What a charismatic captain.
We have been informed of
Mr.
the particulars.
Faceless Man.
We'll time our fate to when the two of you storm the field.
He's got a
You
really
can set out
memorable
just
no
as
face.
soon as you're ready.
Thanks. Get out of my sight. It's a very pretty zoom out, but I'm sorry, I feel no nostalgia for whatever's happening here. But it's okay. It picks up a lot later. If you've seen the earlier streams,
Where's
you
the
know
goblin
it's not
camp?
really.
Up on that hill. Come on!
I think Final Fantasy VI or I think Final Fantasy 1 was a poor one to start with, like I said before. I think something like jump straight into Final Fantasy 6, 7, even 9 or 10. I mean, we do see 10 pretty early. But, like, when we see the 10 thing, it's way more impactful. In my opinion. This is just like... This could be any fantasy game. This could be any JRPG.
Let's hurry up and circle around and knock the goblin's boss senseless.
Okay.
Wish and boosh.
No.
Oh yeah.
I wish you could bring Seraphy instead of frickin' Tama. She could just be there and be a bitch for you the whole game. It would be great. This is where the demo took place. I guess that makes sense. This is kind of your first proper, like, go out and beat stuff up quest. Aw, it looks so sad when it has low HP. Little Mandragora. I love that every enemy, or, yeah, every monster has a victory animation. I like that there's just freaking dead goblins all over the place. Like, what a happy game for kids. All the tiny babs get to see all the murdered goblins.
Huh? This thing seems awfully familiar.
You find Rain's diaries. Len is, like, illiterate, so you don't find any of his diaries. Seraphy's so good. Was this an NG+? Oh no. This is, I wanted to, since I've, like, at this point it seems like I'm gonna stream the whole game. So it feels stupid to stream everything but, like, the establishment of the plot. So I figured I would show, like, I would do a stream, or maybe two, where I show, you know, the stuff we missed, just so the stream contains the whole game. And I figured it's gonna get even more awkward. Like, the farther we get from the beginning, it's gonna be more and more awkward to go back and see it. So I figured I would just do it now. It's kind of a good idea to do it now, because I'm not really feeling super into it tonight, so it's nice to be able to do something that's kind of
what
like,
are those chain things?
You know,
Whoever the mirages are beholden
not the
to
most exciting stuff, like, you know, mostly cutscenes, letting the game do its stuff. Yeah, those change mean that we can't capture these guys yet. Every monster in the game can be caught, though. It's just story stuff, you know. You gotta do the story stuff. I don't know if this has NG+. This does have a post-game and everything. The post-game sounds really cool, and it sounds like it's really hard. And you really have to make the most of your mirages, which is cool. But I'm not there yet. I'm apparently halfway through, is what I heard. The battle music changed, which is a sure sign that you're halfway through a Final Fantasy game. That, or when you've changed to the second world. It's also a very common thing.
I guess we're doing this.
Come on, bring it.
The whole thing of this being a referential game makes me want to play Final Fantasy IX again. Like I said, that's possibly my favorite Final Fantasy. I don't like to pick favorites, but it's a really fantastic game. It has a lot of great callbacks to other games. Every Final Fantasy has tons of callbacks to other ones. It's a great part of the series, but Final Fantasy IX in particular, it was kind of like at just the perfect point for it to happen too, because with Final Fantasy VI, they were kind of exploring the idea of a like medieval fantasy world, and then Final Fantasy VII, they have more of the modern kind of sci-fi thing going on. Final Fantasy VIII is pretty much full-on sci-fi with some, you know, still fantasy elements. Then there's Final Fantasy IX, finally after, you know, arguably 3 games, or at least 2, that have really ditched the old school fantasy sort of thing. And then you really go back to the basics. You've got crystals, you've got the 4 elemental fiends, you've got all of the old original Final Fantasy stuff, you've got the 2 worlds situation going on, you got the airships, though we didn't really lose airships until Final Fantasy X, arguably. I mean, there's still an airship, but it's not the same. Nga, that's exactly how I, wait, actually that guy, I believe, is actually Undyne from Undertale. Because that's the only other person I've ever heard say Nga. Is FF9 underrated, though? I mean, I think most people recognize it as great, at least Final Fantasy fans. I think more casual fans tend to pass over it, I guess. But they don't count. I don't mean that entirely seriously, but I also do. How do I set Mirage rules? Oh. Oh, right, that was a C, not a Mirage rule. I think she can learn something new now. Actually, Cure would help a lot, but I can't learn it. Like I said, I guess it makes sense for it to go back to FF1 for the first area, but at the same time, it's just so plain, and it picks up pretty quick after, well, maybe not super quick. I would say once you're like 5 hours into the game, it's really quite legit, which sounds slow, but I mean, for an RPG, I guess it's not too bad. Isn't it like Final Fantasy 13? They're like, oh yeah, once you're 50 hours into the game, that's really when it starts picking up. I forget which Final Fantasy. I think it is 13. But, yeah. It's one of the few mainline FF games with an enhanced remake. I mean, I guess. It has its Steam port. Though I guess, like, all the PlayStation ones kind of got screwed by the lack of remake-ness. I guess they'd be a lot harder to do than the 2D ones. I really hope we get some kind of remake for Final Fantasy VIII at some point. I talked about that last stream, but Final Fantasy VII just feels, I don't know, I'm not super hyped for the remake. Oh right, this is important. So you gotta beat up the soldier, and then we can catch this behemoth. Baby behemoth. Beginners play the GBA or PSP version of FF1. Is it really easier? Because like the funny thing is the remakes, the DS remakes of Final Fantasy 3 and 4 make them like giga frickin' challenge mode, like SMT level, like everything will kill your family sort of deal. I don't really know why. Yeah, now we can finally get Baby Behemoth, and our team is much better. Because we have a full stack for both.
No trouble at all.
That wasn't so bad.
Though I'm not sure I would say Final Fantasy... Well, I guess Final Fantasy VI has an enhanced remake by way of the GBA port. But it's not really that enhanced. It's more like a couple of extra dungeons, and they kind of smushed up the graphics and screwed up the music a bit. I think there are patches to fix the music, too. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance was not really renowned for its amazing audio capabilities. I mean, 11 and 15 don't really count. They're not really I wouldn't call those mainline Final Fantasy games. Those are just MMOs. It's just marketing. That's really the only reason they're called offer. Oh, my health is fine. Why am I panicking?
Are you okay?
I guess Final Fantasy has a pretty strong, wait, they can cover magic? That's not particularly common. I forget what I was saying. Oh, should use magic. 8 isn't really as despised. Like, a lot of people act like 8 was like the worst thing ever. It's like, it didn't get that bad of a reception at all at launch. It wasn't Final Fantasy VII, but it's still a fantastic game. It's a flawed game, but it doesn't make it not great. If anything, I think that leaves 8 more deserving of a remake than 9, though. It's like, 8 has things to fix. 9, it's really mostly just the battles were too stupid and slow. Well, they weren't stupid, they were just stupidly slow. Final Fantasy VIII is great. There's no need to have a guilty pleasure for it. Most people freaking, like, a lot of the problems people have with Final Fantasy VIII are pretty self-inflicted. Like, people will do nothing but summon things like 500 times each fight, and then they complain the summon animations are too slow. It's like, you're not supposed to use a summon for every single action in the entire freaking game. It's like, the game, it kind of lets you do stupid things, which is unfortunate. And the draw system could use some revamping, but if you don't play it in a stupid manner, it's one of those games where you totally can play it wrong. Like, some people say there's no way to play a game wrong, and those people are in fact wrong. There's no way to play a game wrong if you're enjoying yourself, I guess. Maybe. Like, I mean, even then you can still play it wrong, and, you know, there'd be a different way to play, and you'd still have more fun. But if you're not having fun and there's a better way to play, you're definitely playing it wrong. And Final Fantasy VIII, its biggest flaw probably is that it's pretty easy to play it wrong, I guess. Because, like, people will try to, like, farm draws. Like, they'll try to get 100 of every magic from, like, the start gate when they have, like, no magic stats. And when you have low magic stats, you can't really, you know, you're really bad at, you know, getting magic. I don't really need to catch this guy.
We did it!
Good job.
But the music of Final Fantasy VIII is unquestionably fantastic. I think the party's pretty freaking great. The world is fantastic. It's my favorite world, I would say. Etsar, the freaking Ragnarok. There's a lot of great stuff going on. You go to the freaking moon! The Lunatic Pandora is great. That's one of my favorite of the... I guess even Final Fantasy VIII does have its crystals, now that I think about it, doesn't it? I want to say there's a save point not too far from here. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII has a lot of great stuff going for it. It's just nobody ever talks about anything but the draw system and the fact that they summon everything 5,000 times and then they get mad that the summons are slow. The game really could use a speed up button, which the PC version does add. But that's kind of a problem with any RPG prior to, I would say, the PS3 era. And quite a few in the PS3 era are still guilty of.
So bad.
They could really use a speed up button. That's something I really love in the Neptunia and Disgaea series. They're entirely willing to let you speed over, you know, stuff while grinding and stuff. And I don't think it's a flaw in a game to admit that, hey, people might want to speed up over this. That's not like a bad thing. Like, when you're doing something 1,000 times, you don't need to see the full freaking animation every time. Self-experience Valkyrie profile too is pretty underwhelming. Oh. Yeah, I never played the Valkyrie profile stuff. Is that's the like SRPG thing that was on PS3 first, right? Or no, is that Valkyrie Chronicles? I don't think those are related, are they?
Dude, she is here.
Dude. Whoa.
I guess she's the hands-on type.
Princess. Oh, hello.
Your Highness, behind you. Huh?
I think it was a Godzilla movie.
Are you all right, Highness?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, schmuck. We gotta find a way down there
Oh,
now.
schmuck.
We can go around. If we're fast enough, we...
No, there's no time.
I don't know if that's like an intentional reference to shoot 'em ups or... And then the guy that got made up to be a Final Fantasy 1 reference appeared, and he's so cool, and he's not actually in the original game, and it's so cool. Everyone remembers that guy that was not in the game, and is totally cool, and nostalgic, even though he wasn't in it. So cool. Rip. Press F to pay respects.
You okay?
Dude, that move was awesome.
Yeah, that's Warrior of Light. He's the guy from Final Fantasy 1.
I do.
Except he's not in Final Fantasy 1.
That light would explain it. Good Captain. From this day on, you shall be called the Warrior of Light.
Me?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 is so boring they had to retroactively create a representative for it.
Tell of others like you.
Yeah, he's in Dissidia, he's in Theatrhythm.
Warriors of light.
Yes, we get it.
You're a medium. One with the
Is there an
potential to
FF2
become
world?
this
I don't know.
world's champion.
There aren't really worlds though. Like everything is mixed together. Like this place makes it feel like there's gonna be like a, you know, a single world for each thing. But it doesn't quite work like that.
To their miraculous power.
Yeah, he's from the Japanese one box art. He's just like the best armor in the game.
Is strength. We call them mediums. The warriors of light, of course, are unique to Cornelian legend, but mediums for other champions can still be found throughout Grimoire to this day.
Yeah, mediums are just Final Fantasy characters.
So I'm really one of them?
Yes. There is no mistake.
I think the light Lon and Rain sent me was a sort of reveille. Like I'd been sleeping my whole life and finally woke up.
I guess this is their explanation of why the Warriors of Light are not just random four people.
Do you have the ability to awaken mediums as champions?
I wish we knew. Like I said, we don't remember all that much about who we are. Wait, hold on.
Hello? He has such tiny little legs! Excuse me. You're supposed to be dead, my friend. We pressed F for you. Oh, whatever. Aren't you just like faceless warriors, basically? I mean, you have faces, but unless you're Black Mage. I think the whole deal is like faceless warriors, then there's all magical and special, because they're whatever. Basically, I mean, I guess it was cool back then. I guess, actually, not cool. It was like pretty common back then for you to be able to make your own people, and then, of course, that means the story is a little bit less exciting, because, like, you know, you're just random guy Jim, and you don't really have a backstory, because you're just random guy Jim. Alright, they resist Earth. Alright. So, yeah, not too hard, not too hard. I was wondering if I would have to grind again, but it doesn't look like it. It's just that I had done literally nothing to any of my characters when I did that first boss fight. KFC ran out of chicken? Is that legal? Can they do that? Oh, that reminds me. I think we have a Popeye's chicken back in town. Freaking Popeye's biscuits. If you never had Popeye's biscuits, get some chicken, get some biscuits, get the shrimp. Fantastic stuff. I can barely eat KFC honestly after
Victory!
Popeye's. The chicken breast at KFC is still all right, but just everything else is just so. It's like a McDonald's burger next to something else. Like, if you don't have anything else, you'll eat that, but
Total piece of cake.
Wait,
you wouldn't. I wouldn't
soldier's
ask
not
for it.
human At all. Was he a mirage?
What? No. The soldiers are human beings, vying to become architects and join the Federation elite. What happened to him?
Denny's removed grilled cheeses? That can't be hard to stock, like, stuff for. Butter, bread, cheese. Like, they have to have toast already, right? Mysterious bad guys.
How many years have passed? Time for us has resumed its march. SeaWorldGirl.
This guy we already saw.
Yes, what is it?
You may begin. I trust you have worked out each detail.
Oh, I can assure you, every word.
Then away with you.
We have a prophecy to fulfill.
Yes, let us usher in a new age of history.
I like how she walks, but then just decides to teleport. Why even bother walking? I want to see more of the woman in the cage. She's freaking weird. Onion Knight? No, she's like plumed bird knight. I don't think that's supposed to be a Final Fantasy character, like, because those are giants. Those are like humans. The Final Fantasy characters are all littlekin, the little tiny peoples. Yes, yes, yes. I guess it's kind of neat for, you know, a game that's maybe somebody's first Final Fantasy game or first
Now would be a good time to
whatever
stock up on
RPG
items.
to
Good call.
regularly prompt you to
We've racked
save.
up a ton of gil now that you mention it.
You have to wonder why a bunch of mirages are carrying so much cash. Let's just say that Crow. Never mind, I figured it was her.
Yeah, early on, they kind of hint that Crow is like the game developers. Which totally meshes with her being God. Yeah, I don't think Plumed Knight is a reference to anything
Why
specific.
don't we go back to Cornelia and see Princess Sarah?
I could be wrong though. I don't really know too much about those 4 or 5 evil people that we saw there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This might be a bit longer than I thought it was.
Chapter 5. The Champion Who Saved Grimoire.
So there might be another couple hours at least to get back to where I was. This is why I don't like starting a stream like in the middle of a game.
From the looks of the Bahamutian encampment is going to stay a Goblin the hangout for good.
At least they'll leave Cornelia alone for a while, now that we've gotten rid of the soldier controlling them.
Once mirages are scattered and separated from their keeper, they revert to their wild state.
And wild mirages are something you just learn to get used to in Grimoire.
That's why you've got Mr. Warrior here.
Yes, indeed. However, we cannot rule out the possibility of another Bahamut attack. What we need is an alliance with another country. Some sort of mutual agreement to come to each other's defense.
Actually, word has been spreading of such an organization.
They're gonna make NATO.
An anti-federation group as large as a nation. Perhaps the time has come to formally introduce ourselves. They call themselves the League of S.
League of S. Do you know of any way to
Oh
reach
no,
them?
no, it's actually the League of.
To the north has been in contact with them.
You pronounce the
I believe one of
S.
the merchants mentioned it.
Saronia, yes.
We still don't know what the S is
They
for.
have been resisting Federation annexation.
Yes. Highness, allow me to journey there and learn what I can about the League of S.
Alone? To get to Saronia, you must pass through all manner of places teeming with dangerous mirages. And
Hey, maybe we could go
She's
instead.
so thirsty.
Yeah. Mr.
For his
Warrior
generic
here,
appearance.
he and the brigade should stick around and keep the goblins in line.
That's right. Cornelia's legendary champion
What women
belongs
really
right
lust
here in
for
Cornelia.
is a lack of
We're the best fit for
defining
this.
characteristics.
We've got tons of mirages to collect, and could start just about anywhere. So, you know, it wouldn't be any trouble.
what a kind offer. You would really do that?
Sure. You're doing us a favor by pointing me and Lon in a new direction. We're glad to help.
I thank you. We are in your debt. Here, all Cornelian emissaries are given these letters as proof of their authority. It should help you on your way.
Thanks.
Well, there's no sense in hanging around. So long. Take care.
Your Highness.
Oh, Saroni's from Final Fantasy 3? That makes sense. We meet somebody from Final Fantasy 3
Okay.
around
Then
there.
let's get going to the Saronia place.
Just hop on the train and take that choo-choo the north.
Right, tickets, please.
League of S for Square? I guess that makes sense.
Go on.
I don't know if that's it,
All
but it would
aboard.
make sense, I guess. grinding in another RPG as we go through all the cutscenes. Oh, I just got it. I didn't even notice that before. So that tree we saw in the distance was actually this, which we go up to see Saronia. I should have noticed that before. Hello? Excuse you. Do not put your claws in my flesh. Yes, do not. I said no.
Holy amaze!
Yes.
I could stare for days. This place.
Looks like we're gonna have to find a way through.
So we're gonna meet the knight on the FF3 cover. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 3. I actually think I know the least about Final Fantasy 3.
Return to Ninewood Hills and take a time out.
Alright, actually should probably get some more potions. I think Final Fantasy 3 is probably the one I know the least about. I know about the Cloud of Darkness, and that's pretty much it.
My senses are telling me some kind of door has appeared in Ninewood Hills.
Oh yes, my door sensors. Don't you guys love your door sensors? How else would you know where there's a door?
But does it even go anywhere?
Hello? Let's check it out.
What? Hey!
What?
Where are we now?
So yeah, this is that girl that lets you, you know, travel to see the other peoples.
Visitors? What an unusual surprise. Who are you? And where are we?
My name is... Huh? It was right there on the tip of my tongue. Use it or lose it, I suppose.
No name, McName Loss. My favorite character.
Oh, but this is my tea.
She's like a Final Fantasy 1 character.
So who are you?
That's right, Parker.
Will you join me for tea?
Well, you might say that we're sort of passing through, but
This is another, like, totally Kingdom Hearts thing.
It's Rain. And my brother and I are from Ninewood Hills.
Lon and Rain.
And I'm King Mickey! Ha!
Of course. I had a dream about this. I saw the two of you come here. Today's the day.
Huh?
Right. I think I might know why you've come here. Shall we get started?
Sorry, come again? You know what me and Rain are doing here, even though we don't have the slightest clue?
Oh yeah, she kind of is, like the Chrono Trigger
You're
old man.
keepers looking for new mirages. You've
Always
come to
forget his
touch the
name.
souls of your friends, their past, present, and future, to step into their shoes and fight when mirages threaten them and they need you most, to sway them towards success. Correct?
I don't know.
Whoa, dude. That was a lot of words. Hey, Rain.
That was a lot of words.
Nope. I'm officially lost.
It's just like Kingdom Hearts.
Whose soul will you touch?
Lewd. Alright, all the kitties have to leave the stream again. We're gonna touch some souls. Actually not, because that's the thing. You can actually replay those, so I'm probably just gonna do those on my own, and like maybe on a later stream I'll show you those things.
Oh, I hate walking everywhere. I can read you like a book.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, I know a lazy slacker when I see one.
Hey!
What's up?
Oh, just some news you may find of interest. It'll blow your little minds. Why? Because
Their
you
face.
will never believe this.
Yeah?
All throughout Ninewood Hills, I have staked out some windways.
Windways?
Steak! Now that you mention it, I'm starving. Have you got anything else tasty on the menu?
Oh, sure. Here you are. Might I recommend today's special, the Sahagin soup?
Stop that! We'll never get to the point if you egg him on like that!
Huh? You want eggs?
Oh, fried? Sunny side up?
It's almost like Lon isn't smart.
Scrambled.
Just tell us about the windways!
Oh, they're basically just shortcuts. The kids call it fast travel. You get to zip around every which way using one of those gooey doohickeys. Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to go there.
So what if the food's a little gooey? I'll still eat it.
We are not talking about food.
Oh. Wait, I get it. All that business about steak, that was a pun. Nice one, Lon.
Oh, thank you.
Don't tell me you thought he was serious!
That is the proper way to pronounce gooey, by the way.
Realized something just
If you pronounce it GUI, there's something wrong with you. It's gooey.
Nothing good could
I'm a user experience designer. I have the final say on that. But yeah, you get fast travel in the smallest area in the game. So like, oh, you're too lazy to walk those 10 feet over to that door? Guess what? You don't have to. Fast travel. We just saved 10 seconds. No, like 2 seconds. Amazing. Alright, this is where we get the Coliseum, I think.
What is this place?
Lon! Are you alright?
Yeah. Did you just see that?
Should you two be here?
Thornberry!
A Tonberry?
Quite so. A Tonberry through and through. Now should you children be this far afield?
Far what now?
He's asking if we're lost. I guess he's got a point. I have no idea where we are.
As I thought. Then you should both come with me at once. It's not safe here.
It's weird to have a Tonberry talking. John Goodman, I mean Tonberry. John Berry.
I give you the Colosseum.
Swanky. Those must be some friggin' expensive statues. It's not having a Tonberry not trying to shank you. Is he not trying to shank me? I mean, who knows? See, it's kind of like, you know, Dragon's Neck Coliseum or whatever. Though you get a fight normally. It's not like Dragon's Neck has pretty weird rules, I think. Yeah, you just go in here and do stuff. If you saw my earlier streams, you actually saw me do some Coliseum fights.
Farewell.
We don't need to do that. It's a kitchen knife. They're misunderstood wandering chefs. Hey, Johnny Boy SP. Been a while since I've seen you on a stream. Pyre Glow Forest. I wonder what this could possibly be a reference to. But yeah, this was the first area in the game that made me like, whoa. Because it's freaking Macalania Woods. It's got less crystals than it used to, but I guess there's some crystals on the little mushrooms, so that's nice. Don't worry though, there will be Tonberries trying to shank us.
Yeah.
Not in this stream though.
I guess we're doing this.
But when we go back to the main story, eventually, I assume we're gonna see some Tonberries. They seem to be late game enemies because I can't seem to get them yet. You know what's weird? I always thought it was weird that Moombas never became a thing from Final Fantasy VIII. Because they were like... They were cute, they had a lot of personality, and... it just seems like the sort of thing that would at least reference once in a while, like Moogles and Chocobos. Maybe not if that quite that level, then at least, you know, once in a while have them pop in there. It's kind of weird how significantly different Moogles are all of the time. I really like Minimog in Final Fantasy VIII, even if it's a little less cartoonish than the others, which I guess makes it a little... Though it matches the game well. And Final Fantasy kind of always changes up
no shortage of wonders, does it?
Everything, really. I think that's something that's kind of underappreciated by people that are not, like, super fans of the series. Oh, hey, Moogles. Speak to the devil. I should probably catch that, I guess. Kind of funny that they straight up took the 3 bits to catch thing. The video games are all about 3s. Have you noticed that? If it's not 3, it's 7. You gotta get 7 stars in all the Marios that those kids talk about these days. You have to heal moguls. Alright, I was gonna buy potions! Whatever. Oh, I ran away! I used a potion on it and it ran away. What a freaking ungrateful jerk. Can you imagine, like, finding... Oops, I don't want to name it. No. Oh, I freaking missed the thing. Aw, that had a great,
Hey, why don't you
description.
find out?
Go on, we're the waiting.
Yeah, things in the video games will often come in 3s, 7s, or sometimes 5s.
What's that light?
Yeah, fireflies. And we'll see somebody familiar pretty soon. Like I said, this is kind of the first place I really felt that nostalgia in this game. It takes a little bit to get going, but I really, really like this game. It's
Let's begin.
You can find cactuars here? I didn't know that. I forget how you get cactuars. Oh, it's a cactrot. Heal the HP. Oh, frick!
We did it!
Oh yeah!
Oh well, we'll probably never see one of those again. Not without trying, and we can get cactuars easy. Well, I have cactuars already in my main file. I don't even need to worry about it. We just need the stories. Pour all the stories into my face. This is why I wish games would let you just like replay the cutscenes. Some games do.
Only makes it worse. But you do have a point. I guess this is wearing me down.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if the mirages in our stacks could just carry us around?
Oh, come on. It's not that simple.
You can hitch a ride on your mirages, as long as they've learned the joyride ability.
We
I
can?
think somebody should be just up this way. Ah, battle. I do think it'd be cool if this had like, oh hey, I didn't know these. I didn't know the skulls were here either. I guess I should get some experience, right? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I thought it would be really cool if it had like the battle wipes from a bunch of different Final Fantasies. Like it has that feeling of a, you know, Final Fantasy wipe to battle. But it'd be neat if it had like the glass breaking from Final Fantasy X, the swirl from Final Fantasy 8. I guess the swirl is a pretty common one.
Dude, yes!
But yeah, joyride is a thing. We saw that at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, you should have been able to guess what we're gonna see here. If you can't, it's already on screen. And I love the submerged Xanarkin you can see there. Also, frickin' dead bodies. I didn't realize that the first time. She's performing Ascending. So this isn't an entirely bad game, by the way. It has a bit more of the Final Fantasy. Like, it's not super grim like, you know, certain bits of some of the games, but yeah, but all in all, frickin' 10's a pretty frickin' tragic game.
Wait a sec. I know I've seen that before. But where? I can't remember.
Giants traveling with a mirage? It seems clear. The two of you are not from Grimoire.
I totally forgot about hiding.
Yeah, we kind of forgot to shrink down too.
What's your name? You know, that staff.
My name is Yuna.
She's so determined. I like how you can see her
Have more of you been
achromatic
sent to
eyes, or
plague
whatever
us?
they call that.
Your kind have brought enough chaos into this world already.
Here you go for it.
Be gone now from Grimoire. You have no place here.
I like how she stands just like she does with a Aeon
We should get the going
in
while
Final
the
Fantasy X.
getting's still good.
I don't understand it. Why is she so mad at us?
Yeah, Ron. What did you do to her anyway?
What did I do? Why is it my fault?
Oops. Just like a proper Final Fantasy, you can attack yourself. Which comes in handy sometimes. Oof. Probably not gonna win this one. This one isn't a scripted loss, but she's Yuna, so she's not actually going to murder 2 children. Unlike Ramu! Frickin' jerk. Bonk. I guess amnesia is pretty freaking common, like even more than usual for JRPGs and Final Fantasy.
Only Lusfarna ever held such power over them. Tell
She
me,
says after we
who
just
are
beat
you?
ourselves to death.
Lusfarna, you said? That's our mother.
Hey, you're right. That was her name. Listen, you wouldn't happen to know this, Lusfarna.
Let me show you something.
Oh, not the music.
That's the earring.
That's
The
feelings
same
music.
one Mom used to wear.
What? Then it's her?
Right. I knew I recognized it. The ornament on Yuna's staff.
Roughly 100 years ago, a champion from another world saved Grimoire. Her name was Lusfarna.
Huh? Mom did that? But 100 years.
It doesn't make sense. Mom's a champion? And this is some kind of monument to her?
So, you keep saying that Lady Luce was your mother. Again, may I ask who you are?
Well,
No memory? That is strange.
do you think you might be able to tell us a little more about Lady Luce? We'd appreciate anything at all.
I'm sorry. I only know the common legends. The ones Grimoire's people have grown up with.
Fine. We'll take anything.
Sometime around a century ago, the world of Grimoire was nearly destroyed by a being that has come to be known as the Demon Dyad. Lusfarna prevented this by creating the Ultima Gate, a bridge to salvation from which she summoned 3 heralds straight from the realm of the gods. Thus, she became Grimoire's champion.
That definitely sounds like something out of mythology.
Bridging the gap between worlds is a serious accomplishment. She must have been amazing.
That she was. But sadly, even though she managed to save the world from the Demon Dyad, the heralds, all 3 of them chose to remain here in Grimoire. And one of them is now Brandalus, King of Bahamut.
Huh? But Bahamut? That's the Federation that attacked Cornelia.
Yes. After they finished saving the world, Brandalus and the others harnessed a legion of new mirages and slowly took control of Grimoire's lands, building a powerful federation.
Legion of New Mirages. Lon, you don't think there's any connection to the ones we lost, do you?
What? That's not possible. We're talking about 100 years ago.
But where have we been? Ninewood Hills, which Anna Crow told us, was a world without time.
Right, Tama?
Right there you are! Compared to other worlds, the concept of time there is, let's say, more than a little bit the unusual. So, if you want to know just how long you were there, there's really no way to measure.
Dude, what?
If you don't mind my asking, whatever happened to Lady Luce after the heralds came?
Unfortunately, we don't know for sure. Some say summoning the heralds was an act that cost her life, while others say she lives as a prisoner in the herald's castle, her freedom lost forever.
Prisoner?
What? Well then, where can we find this castle?
I wish I could help, but I don't know where to find it. Not just me. No one. Not even the soldiers in their army. They say Brandalus keeps its whereabouts a secret.
Huh? How do you hide a big honking castle?
Hey, take it easy! Come on, it's a legend. Are you really gonna get all worked up over something carved on a rock? They share the same name. That doesn't automatically have to mean they're the same person.
It does in video games.
Yeah, maybe not. But you can't
see ya,
try
son.
and tell me this is just a coincidence.
Would you listen? All the stuff we're remembering? Like Mom's name? What if it turns out none of it is true? But I guess there's no point in telling Lon that.
What is it already?
Oh, just forget it.
If it's Bahamut that you're after, you should start in one of the Federation's member states and do your asking around there. Saronia lies further north. I believe they just joined the Federation.
What?
Dude, what? But I thought Saronia was the place we're going to.
Then Princess Sarah must not have known.
Oh well, we've already made it this far.
Yeah. We wouldn't be very good emissaries if we turned back now. And we did promise to ask about the League of S.
I'm real sorry I raised my voice at you. I know you were trying to help us out, so thanks.
No, I should be sorry for attacking you. It was wrong to accuse you of being something you're clearly not.
So this was the first major dose of nostalgia for me. The music, Makalania Lake. You can see sunken Xanarkand in the background there. See ya, Yuna.
To get to Saronia, if you have... Again, it shall be Ragnarok, a battle initiated by new champions, and yet, to whose salvation?
You're beyond salvation.
An illusion. Well, no matter. A chase is more to my liking. I tire of simply waiting.
I like the Plumed Knight. And actually, from the villains that I've actually seen more than a few seconds of, I like them all so far. I like the spooky, calculating, floating mask dude. We'll see more of him in just a bit.
What's up, sis?
Oh, it's probably nothing.
Well, more than just a bit. I
just had this strange feeling. Kind of familiar, but also kind of scary.
Alright, actually, Ice Stone
strange
first.
feeling. Kind of familiar, but also kind of scary.
Suddenly ice. Beautiful giant tree and then ice. That's how it works. I guess it's
Chapter
Grimoire,
6.
so that's just how it is.
Solace from the ice.
I swear I think this copy's a scene in Final Fantasy X where you come over a ridge and there's a frozen lake to your left, I think.
No kidding. Hey, let's take shelter at that inn there.
I want to say there's like a frozen lake and then like an Al Bed Inn that you stop at. Hello? Hello? You'd like Charlotta. Come up here. You need to see Charlotta, Parker. She has a fluff tail just like you.
Oh, our first guests in a while. Yes. Welcome to Charlotta Solace.
So much warminess.
Oh, hello there. Would it be okay if we rest here for a little bit?
Sure. The Solace wouldn't be much of an inn if we turned away freezing travelers.
Thank goodness.
Oh, we don't see very many giants these days.
What? Lon, what are you...
Whoops. Oh, she doesn't really seem all that shocked.
Oh, well, I'm sure some folks would make a fuss. But I remember a time when giants wouldn't warrant a second look. It's only lately your kind has truly gotten scarce. But even then, I doubt anyone's eyes have been popping out.
Well, now that you mention it, I guess not.
Don't give it a second thought. Everyone is welcome under my roof. Although it would help if you did a little shopping before you go on your merry way.
Good idea. I wonder if she's got anything to keep us warm. That would help. Ooh, is this for warming up?
Oh, this looks nice and toasty.
Excuse me, how much do you want for this?
Wait a sec. Tell me you're not planning to cross the ice fields.
We kinda have to get to Saronia.
Forget it, don't even bother. Making the trip at this time of year would be difficult enough on its own. But for a while now, the ridge has been overrun by nasty mirages. No traveler is safe. Giant or Lilikin, you would be torn right to pieces.
Oh yeah? We can handle some mirages. You can just point us right at those suckers.
Huh?
Oh, you see, we're Mirage Keepers. And we're actually on a journey right now to gather as many of them as we can. Right?
Yes, sirree! Oh, wow! We have had a lot of guests over the years, but you two are definitely my first ever Mirage Keepers.
Excuse me? Sorry to intrude. My name is Raphia.
She's apparently our Final Fantasy III rep. I don't recognize her, but
You see,
that's what I've been told.
Stuck here in the inn for a while now, because of all the mirages in Icicle Ridge.
Raphia,
I like Charlotta,
certain
though.
about this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
Don't give me that look. I won't stop you. Honestly. Hey, Mirage Keepers.
Huh?
Yes? You did say you're on your way to Saronia, right?
Look at her Hoge.
In
I
fact,
just noticed that.
you might say that we're on a mission of sorts for Cornelia.
We're on a mission from
so
God.
we can't stay here long.
Good.
Actually, we are on a mission from God, come to think
I
of
must
it.
be the only one around here with a lick of sense. Okay, fine, you win. But at least take along the Warlock's warmer. In exchange, I want you to let Raphia here go along on the trip with you. She knows a bit of white magic. You can't say no to that.
Charlotta.
Hey, no skin off my nose.
Or mine. Besides, if she can use white magic, she'd really be doing us a favor.
Great. Everybody wins.
So, if that's settled, why not rest up before you go?
Parker says hi to the chat. Parker typed that entirely with the bottom of his left foot.
If you have any mirages that use fire magic,
I love
they
these
should
cats.
make the trip through the
These
ridge
very good
a
cats.
little easier.
Would you stop typing, Parker? Originally, I thought there was some kind of secret to getting this, but no, you just have to be a giant. There's so many cats here. What a good place. Charlotta. I hope we get Charlotta at some point as like a summon. She's my favorite new person, which I think she's a reference. I think she's from some other game, but I don't recognize her. But she's very good.
The Cold doesn't seem half as bad now. Thank you, magic warmer thingy.
You're right. I think we'll be able to cross the ice now.
Saronia, here we come!
Whoa, is that the ridge they were talking about?
It looks like the icicles have formed a bridge across the ravine.
I'm not sure if I need a thing that knows fire or whatever. So I kind of didn't get one. I'm probably supposed to get that black knack. The little fox thing, wolf thing, whatever.
And that's through this ridge.
Is that the mirages she mentioned?
Stay close to us, Refia.
Spooky doggos.
Okay. A hunk of ice?
Hey, what's the symbol?
Let me guess. Did Enacro leave us a hint?
You the betcha! This is your cue to give the sizzle ability a try.
What if we don't have a mirage that can learn that?
Well, you won't find one in this icy place.
Even if we have to backtrack and search other areas, the gate should get us there quickly enough.
Yeah, I think we need to go get a black knack. Parker, would you stop that? He's typed 500 threes in my keyboard. Or in my chat box. Ridiculous. Thank you for helping. I think we need a black knack. Pretty sure those are around here. Let me double check. Oh wait, Ferret! Baby Ifrit should be able to learn that, maybe. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. We do in fact have the thing. Alright. In fact, I should probably start using that since we're gonna go through ice area. Since obviously gonna be a bunch of ice enemies.
Let's make this good.
Okay. Parker, stop typing. He has typed 676 threes. Thank you. Mankind can benefit from intelligence, such as yours, Parker. Isn't that right? Talk. He never talks when I want him to.
Victory!
He's very talkative sometimes. Usually when I'm in the kitchen and he wants attention, he's very loud. Travel. Go back to this place. Yeah, Saronia is where the part that we haven't seen ends. I'm not sure we'll get all the way through it. This that's weird. How did Ferret get experience when Choco checked in? Oh wait, it's 6, not 9. Oh, whatever, it's fine. And Refia seems cute. I don't have any knowledge of her previously, though. Stroll, punch. Where's fire? Oh no! I need 3 more.
Thanks, Sizzle.
Yeah, these things are like HMs in Pokemon.
Thanks indeed. Let's keep going.
Dude, it's on.
Let's make this good.
I like how they're bats and their face hole is another bat. Very efficient. Let's twist the bat. I stepped on like HM and I heard a bunch of bullshit. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know why Pokemon didn't go this route. I always thought that
That wasn't so bad.
as long as you have a Pokemon that can learn an HM, you should be able to use that ability. Because like, it's just basic crap like being able to break a rock or like swim. Like how does like a fish not know how to swim? And like that's how it works in the anime too. But I mean in the anime, Pokemon seem to know a lot more than 4 moves. Yeah, she's a wet mage in this too. In fact, she'll heal you if we get low HP. We're probably not going to get all the way through the ice area and Saronia tonight, so
Supposed to get any traction.
probably just be one shorter bit. Like next stream will oh frick, that's going to be a pain in the butt to cut for the VOD. Well, I guess I can do it.
There's no way to turn mid-slide. We'll need to plan ahead. There's no way to turn mid-slide.
Shut up, it's not even that
plan
hard.
ahead.
What was I saying? But yeah, I was hoping to have just one episode I could set to the beginning of the playlist, so that like people watching later could just see the full story. Unless I'll have to like split a video.
Look out!
Fierce and dangerous. Look at that dangerous pupper.
I won't hold
Look
back.
at these fierce puppers.
Let's do this.
Dangerous. Their eyes are red, so you know they're bad. Oh, it had a job system. I guess it would if it had generic stuff. I really like how Final Fantasy V kept the, it did the job system without making the characters generic. I mean, gameplay-wise, yeah, they were generic.
Must have been those nasty
But,
mirages Charlotta warned us about.
it struck a good balance, and I really like the job system in that game.
Tricky.
In Final Fantasy V, I made everybody a berserker just so I could grind, like, mindlessly. At least for a while, not like the whole game or anything. Because the berserker was a good way to just get some mindless XP. Hey, Lightning Bite for S7? Look up Jace's Final Fantasy retrospectives. I think I'm good on, honestly, the really early Final Fantasies. Oh. I guess I might as well get that. I'm not going to keep this save file or anything, but a large is still valuable, I guess. Oh. Maybe it's not worth it. Okay, whatever, we got it. I might replay 9 someday, though I don't really have much time. I have like so many games I really need to get back and get to. And replaying old games isn't really on the menu. In fact, I wasn't even planning to play this game quite yet. A Mirage that loves slicing and dicing. Dangerous when paired with the left claw. Insists that it's left-handed, but it's right. Wait. Yeah, the enemy descriptions in this game are great. Definitely read all of them if you play.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, she heals you. Little baby Ifrit. I wonder what Baby Ramu is, because he's just like a human. He's just Grandpa. He's just Magic Lightning Grandpa. Everybody has their, you know, Magic Lightning Grandpa. Oh, there's Pale Berries. We don't really have time to deal with that, though. So yeah, my first playthrough, I accidentally caught 2 of baby behemoths, and then I couldn't catch the early behemoth you get. It's not like a game-breaking thing or anything, but it means that briefly I didn't have a full-size behemoth when I could have. For like a few hours. Baby with a goatee. Well, he is like... Oh, you mean Baby Ramu instead of Baby Ifrit. Yeah, you should go from like baby face to goatee to like... I should have like shitty stubble, like shitty teenager stubble. Okay, I think we need to go through here to get whatever the gimme golem wants.
I guess we're doing...
I wish the fast forward were a bit faster. Like, it's not terrible, but like Neptunia's animation skips are like instant. Like, you can end a battle like this in 3 seconds or less, I would say. And that's pretty freaking nice.
That was a good fight.
Like, honestly, like, fighting things a lot, like, grind, so to speak, isn't necessarily the problem. It's largely the pointlessness of it, the repetitiveness of it, and how much time it takes. DTale does a great job of giving you some options to drastically speed it up. So, like, people say, oh, it's a grindy game. It's like, it is, but not really in the usual sense. I mean, you can grind in the usual sense in DTale, but 9 times out of 10, like 99 times out of 100, that means you're just doing it very wrongly. Hello? Don't get your tail on my face. His tail has magic allergies, I swear. Or allergens, rather. But you can't catch these guys. They have Wolf Dad. And you have to beat Wolf Dad in order to catch the little tiny puppers. What did I miss? You missed various... I don't know how long you've been gone. We met Charlotta, who's pretty cool, but we'll see more of her later.
Hey, stop running!
We're in Ice Town. Gimme! These things look like a giant bomb or something. Bye, Gimme Golem. So do they like die and like disintegrate when they leave, or like what's the deal with that? And what's the deal with Gimme Golems? I think it's this. Yes, okay. As you might expect, the sliding puzzles get harder and harder. The final one I actually got a little bit stumped on for like a couple of minutes. Hello? Yes, you want pets, I know. Big doggo.
He's huge!
Is that the Mirage's leader?
Good. Let's go after him.
Wow, 3 hours and no frame drops. I think the stupid issue... I think the issue I was having was with Restreamio, not with... I don't know. Maybe that's... Maybe it's all fixed. Oh man. It really does suck to go back in an RPG and, you know all of the cool stuff you get later on, like the full party attack spells, status stuff, like full party heals, and then you go back to the start and you have like attack and thunder, and that's it. And thunder is like the fanciest thing, you know. I love that crack in the that sort of valley with the big crack in the sky. It's a good setting for the battle. Yeah, I'll probably stream the whole rest of the game, like, the story stuff anyway. That's kind of why I'm doing this part, so, like, we have the whole story in one playlist. I don't know if anyone cares, but it just felt weird to me to play everything but, like, the beginning of a game. Like, that's so weird. I guess for an RPG, it's kind of problematic to do everything, but whatever, I'll try. This is the one that gave me a small amount of grief. I think it's like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's still not too bad. Okay, this place isn't as long as I thought. I think if we really book it, we might be able to get this done tonight. Depends if I can beat this freaking Mirage. I think this might be the last major boss before the part where I was before. Definitely get Blaze. Do you not have Faraga? Oh, or Fire, not Faraga. Of course it wouldn't have Faraga. But, wait, let's just teach everything, all the stuff they can learn. It's good to hear you're enjoying the stream. I definitely enjoying the game. It's been quite a while since I played a Final Fantasy like this, so it's been a real treat. I've been meaning to get into... I have the Wii Chocobo's dungeon, and I played like one dungeon in it. It seems good, but I just didn't get too into it, and I'm not the biggest fan of playing games on Wii. It's just such a pain. Let's learn use and sure. I'm not gonna use this thing. Ooh, not using that. Not using that. Copper works though. Okay, I can get him to a large size. Accuracy, don't care about that. Alright, we're good. Should save though. Parker is already bothering me, my allergies, so apologies if I get sniffly. It's just allergies. Yes, you're just a giant ball of allergens, you know that? That's right, for face.
Wait!
I love how we're supposed to be intimidated by tiny puppers.
I don't believe it. Did the wolves lure us here?
No way!
What is it, sis?
Could it be? These wolves have more brains than you?
Where did that come from? That's cold pointing at me every time something goes wrong.
Yeah, well, an icicle ridge, do as the icicles do.
An icicle's
that mean?
the point.
What?
Guys, maybe you should save it?
They're the best brother and sister. Can confirm this is how actual brothers and sisters
Okay,
interact.
that does it.
There's usually more physical violence involved. Ooh, Blaze. That's rip. I didn't realize how perfect that was going to be for this upcoming fight. This game the most loved to watch for fans of all of my live streams. I'm not sure I would go that far. Birthdays was a really fun stream. I don't know. I've streamed lots of games. And I mean, I don't really have like a fan feedback poll. It's not my most popular stream ever, but I mean, I've only been streaming this for like 2 weeks. I don't know what people's freaking favorites are. Birthdays was definitely a big one. Undertale had lots of people, of course. The Halloween stream was great. That was really fun. If you haven't seen my Halloween stream, I recommend going back and oh no, any more AP. I recommend that one. I played like a ton of like surreal, like not like jump scare horror things, but like stuff like Yumi Nikki and Ib. Actually, I did that all like October. I plan to do that again, by the way. I'm gonna do just find a ton of cool surreal like semi-horror games and check them all out. Should be really fun. Because I had a blast doing that last year, and I want to do even more of it. Ow, ow, ow. Big stack L. Pretty violence here. They knocked each other out on stream. I guess they did. That was just like once though. probably revive my baby Hemoth. If it lives. It might not live. That might be a problem. Because it needs to... Oh, it dead. Frickin' heck. Baby Hemoth. Please to not dying. Oh, hey, Pepsi Man. You're late. How dare you? That's fine. Foxfire. Wait, what's its name? Grand Fenrir. I guess it's the granddaddy. It's the Dado Doggo. Grand Pupper. You're just gonna heal yourself. I love how good Blaze is for this fight. That's freaking perfect. When this is actually going faster than the first time I played because I had to. They still fall in one hit, but I had to do them one by one. Because I did not have this little friend. In fact, Baby Ifrit seems a lot more useful than Baby Shiva. But whatever. I plan to have all three of them eventually.
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
Alright, I think Saronia is just out here. And I think we should be able to just seed the Saronia stuff. See, I think we should be able to finish this up in one stream, just barely.
That was fun.
Well, that's the one way to do it.
Refia, are you okay?
Heal me, you jerk. Freaking heal me!
Once we're out of here,
She's supposed to heal you when your HP's low, but maybe she's not scripted to do it after that. Bad doggos. Bad puppers. How dare you. This is how you deal with bad puppers.
Well, that ought to do it.
Predictable.
Frickin' allergies. I hate having allergies. I especially hate having allergies and cat allergies.
once we're out of here, Saronia's just a skip away.
I love the fish swimming beyond the ice. That was like a Final Fantasy X thing, right? I think. Oh my gosh, stop. Yeah, I really love the style. Get out of here. Boop.
That was a good fight.
Oh, right!
It's been nice to like actually enjoy a Final Fantasy game, like a new one.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, you better freaking heal me. Well, she heals me right when we're like at the end. Are you in a place with shit internet? She's just saying hello. Well, thanks for stopping in. I think Saronia is... Somebody said that's from Final Fantasy 3, right? So I guess that makes sense. I guess we're skipping over to... Well, it's not really a matter of skipping over, because, like, you jump all around. You see Final Fantasy 6 for, like, 7 people.
The Thane
Whatever.
and the Knave.
I mean, we saw Yuna as, like, the second one, so yeah, that's, like, jumping all over. I do love the freaking ice over the castle thing is beautiful here.
Welcome to Saronia. Thank you for your help. I'm going to go see my uncle now. Take care.
144p and still breaking up. Oh, that's rough.
What is it?
I've actually taken a liking to 144p lately.
The whole of the town seems to have a threshold around it.
Huh? Then does that mean there's a powerful mirage here in Saronia?
Very close. Keep an eye open.
Everything's not perfectly accurate. Like they have to make everything their own. Well, not their own.
So
but,
cold. I thought it would be warmer in this town, but it isn't. Not at all.
It's Grimoire. It's its own depiction.
What'd I step on?
Is that cat familiar to anyone? Nah.
You're such a weirdo. Why are you apologizing to a cat?
But you should have seen the look on its face. Scared the honk out of me.
Honk. Drinking game. Take a shot every time you hear honk.
And try to learn more about the place.
Sure.
So yeah, we just learned that they're taken over by the Federation, and you gotta do the Federation-y things to, like, you gotta be a good model citizen. I love the sheep, by the way. I hope we get a sheeps. Why can't we get sheep? Like, look at the little sheepy. I love how it's like gigantic. Yeah, basically we learned Federation is bad and they want you to do things, and if you do not do enough things, well, this happens. You end up in the dumps.
Whoa, what happened at this place?
If someone isn't able to raise their civic rank high enough, the Federation brands them a derelict and sends them to the slums, where they're forgotten.
Thanks for the exposition, my friend.
I know.
You can always count on the first person in a town to give you some nice exposition.
The moment Saronia joined the Federation, things around here took a turn for the worse. What could the Thane possibly be thinking?
You know, from the sound of it, they must have joined up with the Federation pretty recently.
Oh, is this FF3 music?
I'm starting
Cool.
to see what Princess Sarah meant.
Well, for now, why don't we see if we can go talk to that Thane guy about the League of S?
I'm probably wasting my breath, but try to watch what you say around here.
Sure.
Looks like the Thane's manor is at the very tippity the top of the town. Let's move it out.
This might be a weird question, but can you hear anything when I'm doing like this? I can see my mic jiggling in the shock mount a bit, but I think it neutralizes the sound of that. I haven't really done proper tests, honestly. But I got a new boom arm and shock mount for my mic, and it seems to work well.
I said for you to scram, kid!
Will you just listen to what I have to say?
Is that Refia?
You caught up.
What's going on here? They giving you trouble?
I already told them that the Thane is my uncle. I'm not allowed to talk to my own flesh and blood now?
You heard nothing?
I don't care who you're supposed to be, because you ain't seeing him.
Dude, what?
Well, you see, sir, we are here to meet the Thane on behalf of Princess Sarah of Cornelia. Have a look for yourselves. That's the Cornelian seal.
What now?
I expected better from you, considering you're practically our neighbors.
Yeah, get screwed.
Tell him, Rain.
Cornelia's got giants for emissaries?
Why do we keep forgetting to be
Royal
chibis?
Cornelia thing with him. What? You sure? Beats me. You gonna send him packing and take the risk?
Wait here. I'll go check for this Thane ship.
Is that a thing? Thane ship?
The Thane says he'll see you.
All aboard the MS Thane ship.
Refia? Huh?
Hey, the girl stays here.
Refia is part of our entourage.
That's right.
Entourage.
She just anteceded us.
What?
Toodaloo.
Thank you, guys. You're always there for me.
It's because she's small.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a lie. We were all heading in more or less the same direction.
Oh, those popsicle sticks with jokes. I haven't had one of those in years. I used to always read the Laffy Taffy ones, the jokes on the back of those.
You must be the giant emissaries from Cornelia.
Oh, yes. We're here to...
He's got a freaking
I hear
coonskin
the
hat.
Federation finally gave up
With
and
jewels.
just invaded them. Are you telling me the invasion failed? Are you here to ask for my help?
Yes, they did try to invade, but for the moment...
Who are you?
Why, Refia, is that you?
Who are you?
My dear, please. It's me,
Yeah,
your
the
uncle.
bird statues are amazing. I didn't notice those at first.
Wait, sorry, what?
Then I was right. If you've managed to see through this facade, then there's no mistake. You are a medium. Yes, I was wise to make sure you left town, and to ensure that you never returned.
Where's Uncle Taka?
I assume
Why,
that's
he's standing
FF3
right in
protagonist in
front
the
of you.
background.
Make no mistake, little girl.
Oh, there's a
this
boss.
is your uncle.
What are you?
Oh, airship!
How
I see an airship.
intriguing. This must be an act of fate. The giants from the hills here, and with them a champion's medium. And not just any medium, one that bleeds the same blood as this body. It's more than fate. It has to be destiny. How can I not rise to it?
That answers that. He's the one who put up the threshold here.
This is kind of why I wanted to show the earlier bits. Like, Final Fantasy 1 and 3 references don't mean too much to me, but I'm sure they do to other people. So I thought it'd be cool to show off everything. I'm sure there's tons of cool references. I'm just not getting like that Birdman boss, and I'm assuming the airships that we're seeing here are from Final Fantasy 3 probably. But it's okay if you don't get everything, cause like there's so much to see. Like I'm sure there'll be more Final Fantasy 8 stuff, cause I've seen a Final Fantasy 8 location that I'm excited to see. And I think there must be more Final Fantasy 10 stuff. I haven't seen any Final Fantasy 9 stuff. I'm sure there is some. But I'm excited to see that and more Final Fantasy 7. There should be Civ 6. There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen, so I'm excited to see all of it. I forgot there was this boss, but he's not really that hard. It's a dragon statue there too, because dragon is the class that can beat the third boss easily. Oh! That's a cool reference. Yeah, we're in Saronia. So yeah, it's referencing, that's pretty neat. So that's why there's spears all over the place, huh? Oh, I should probably restack these guys. Do I have a Mega Potion? It's more embarrassing. Please stack. Nope. Oh, okay, they lived. There we go. The Civil War that blows up your ship. I wouldn't know, but apparently some people recognize the Final Fantasy 3 stuff. And that's kind of a thing about Final Fantasy in general. Like, this game is obviously extra self-referential because it's, you know, it's a game meant to be that. But pretty much every Final Fantasy will have tons of references to other Final Fantasies in it. And so the more you play them, the more you get out of them. It's a really neat aspect. Whatever, just please die.
Well, that ought to do it.
There's the airship Invincible behind this Dark Knight. Oh yeah, is that where the Invincible is originally from? Yeah, I remember that from, that's a card in Final Fantasy 9. See, there's some really early references in 9 I didn't get, but I still loved it.
Why are you stopping? Show me more. Does fate bind us? Has destiny aligned us? Show me.
This is where the story starts to get a little bit serious.
Search, what is this? What? Why are you?
Hey, buddy.
You are a fool to so much as inquire. An imbecile beyond belief to let a medium to champion a fire!
Okay.
That's not good.
Away from death, away from lifeless. Contain them or you'll...
Quick, this
Cat
way!
time.
Huh? Isn't that the same?
Well, are you guys coming or not?
I love the triangle mouth. Triangle is my favorite shape of mouth. I love the jiggle physics on the cat's bow. It's like a
The
human
gods
triangle.
would caution us. Is this a sign that will not go unchallenged? That there's no way to know the pieces are alive?
Whew, that was too close.
Charlotta, thank you.
Huh?
I just knew you would get yourselves in trouble. And boy, did you prove me right.
What do you call that creepy trick?
You're the creepy one here. Unbelievable. Would you just put these on, then take another look at the town?
What the honk?
Huh? Is that coming out of the sky?
Let them me! I want to have the turn. Hey, Repia, you should have a look too.
How do you explain this?
The worlds aren't
Don't
really in
expect any
order.
help from me on that one. After all, not even the visitor who left those monocles at my inn could tell me exactly what it's showing us or how. From what I was told, every member state in the Federation is trussed up like this. So, I thought I'd bring the lenses here, but maybe I didn't have to. The Thane was visibly crazy. What in Grimoire is going on? Okay, guess we'll file that one under no one knows.
So what do we do? We came here to ask about the League of S, but all we found was a lot more questions.
Sorry, did you say the League of S?
That's right.
Oh, if that's all it is, then maybe I can help you out.
I like her
You
outfit.
can? Oh, sure. I know a few people right here in Saronia who should be able to get in touch with the League. I'll ask them to pass on your message.
Do you mean it? Thank you! Charlotta's been around a lot longer than she looks, so she knows tons of people. Isn't that great?
Don't you talk about my age.
So, like, what's with you and the catamorphosis?
That is a very long story that I don't feel like telling. But I will say this. Cats get around.
Huh?
Yep.
Lewd.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So, the real question is, what are you two planning to bite off next?
We've still got a lot to puzzle over. But now that the League of S thing is settled, I think we'd better resume our quest to find mirages.
Yeah.
Plus, we've got that castle. And Mom to track down along the way, too.
Sounds pretty good to me.
From here, the best place to go next would have to be the low seas. In which case, you basically have no choice but to find a boat down at the docks.
I guess this is the last town on the continent. Okay then, we'll figure something out.
So what about you two?
Are you coming back to the Solace, Refia? The wolves have been taken care of now, so the only thing to fight off is the cold.
Sure. I need some time to digest this business with Uncle Taka. The Solace sounds great. If you'll have me.
Of course I will.
Well, you two, thank you so much for everything. Best of luck in all your adventures.
Thanks. Take care.
Hey, Charlotta. Thanks for stepping in to help.
Sure. Speaking of stepping in, I don't suppose you were planning to make it up to me for trouncing on my tail?
Oh, so that really was you. Gosh, I was kind of hoping you'd forget.
Those chains are like, well, we don't really know yet, but it's some sort of way that the Bahamutian army controls or whatever the towns. Echoes of Time. Yeah, I never played the Crystal Chronicles games. After Final Fantasy X-2, I kind of took somewhat of a break of Final Fantasy. I did play... I got a couple of the spin-offs, but I have Theatrhythm Curtain Call. I have Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon for Wii. I had that tower defense game. I got it on Wii though, which I heard was actually a ripoff. I hear it's more expensive on Wii and like sold in 2 halves, and I wasn't very good at it. It had some neat mechanics, but it seemed pretty hard. But yeah, that's pretty much all the story we missed. We just need to... Actually, is this when we started So we just need to find a boat in the story now.
Chapter 8. Buccaneer Blues.
I think there's a few more, like, brief cutscenes. Let me check the last stream, or the first stream.
Let's see. Refia said to borrow a boat at the docks and head to the low seas.
Well then, why don't we try asking around town? And see if anyone's renting them out.
Alright, I think I started, like, right before. Alright, so they'll just be, like, probably in, like, 10 minutes. So we're wrapping up here.
Insane! I can't lend you a boat, but I'm rooting for you.
Hey, did you hear? There's a real pirate ship in the harbor. It's so cool.
So at this point, we just need to find the pirate ship. We're gonna go steal it, which is a great idea.
You want me to lend you my boat?
And that leads into the first stream I did, which, if you're watching the VODs, is actually the next stream in the list. I'll fix it up for you. If you're watching on the playlist, don't worry.
To the low seas.
Well, you can't really blame them. They probably need every boat they've got to make ends meet.
What do you use a boat for? Like, the water's frozen.
Somebody mention a pirate ship was parked at the pier?
Yeah, something like that. Why? What's your point?
I've got an idea. What if we beat up all the pirates and then Commodore their ship?
What? There's no way it'll be that easy.
Well, we don't have to go in with Mirage's blazing. We might just be able to sneak off with it. They're pirates, right? Who's gonna file a complaint?
I guess. It's definitely risky, but if we don't get our butts in gear, Refia's not uncle, or that freak in the creepy golden mask might come along and really rain on our parade.
Lesser of two evils it is. Docs, here we come.
In a way, you're right. We do meet someone from Final Fantasy V, but it's not really in chronological order. Like, sure, we started with FF1, but then we met somebody in a world from Final Fantasy X. Then we went to 3. But I think the ice thing is just kind of like a, you know, there's always an ice level in Final Fantasy, right? It seems kind of like Mount Gagazet almost, but not really a direct reference. Then we find this place from Final Fantasy 3. Next place actually is from Final Fantasy V, because we meet Ferris. But that's actually in my first numbered stream. This is the plan Lana's Barts to get the pirate ship. Oh yeah, oh was it? It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy V. Yeah, that would make sense as a connection then. Yeah, the reference game is really on point in this game.
Not exactly the most cheerful of the place.
Yeah, and it looks like mirages are roaming around too.
These docks need to get docked a few points. Let's watch our step.
Alright, so this is exactly where the first stream. I'm sorry for doing the game out of order, but like, I figured this was better than just not showing a chunk of the game if I'm gonna like play so much of it. But I guess I'll stream this again tomorrow night, Saturday, 6 p.m. Central. I think I'll be streaming a different game on Sunday, because I don't want to stream just the same thing all the time. But, yeah, this has been really fun. Also, I saw a treasure chest. I don't think I got that my first playthrough. Did I get that? Oh, is it the FF5 pirate theme? Yeah, there's probably just, you know, it's been a long time since I played a lot of these games. And honestly, game music is sometimes a thing where, like, I don't really recognize music until I go back and play it. Like, I'll listen to an OST and I'll be like, oh, this is a song from whatever. But, like, if you just ask me to, like, recall the music from, like, Final Fantasy V Pirate Place, I wouldn't have really. Like I said, it has been, when did I play Final Fantasy V? I guess it's been, like, 4 or 5 years. It hasn't been an insane amount of time, because I played the Game Boy Advance version pretty late. Yes! Yes, hi! Yeah, we'll return to the main story next time. And if you thought things were a little slow this time, I mean, that's because it's the beginning of the game. We don't have a lot of abilities. This game definitely picks up pretty majorly. I would say last stream is pretty much when it really picked up. Once you're about halfway, you start having access to a wide variety of mirages, a lot more spells and stuff. And you start getting more stack abilities. You're so needy! You're so needy! Yes! Yes! Anyway. I'm gonna head off. Thanks for watching, everybody. We dropped 0 frames in 3.5 hours. I think the stream issues may be fixed, which is very good. Because part of the reason the streams like stopped for a while and stuff was just because it's a freaking pain in the butt. And you know, I do this stuff because it's fun. I enjoy it, and like when I stop enjoying it, I'm gonna stop doing it. But I think we're all good now. So yeah, take care. Thanks for watching. Oh, excuse you! Excuse you! I see that dislike. I see the dislike from the guy that got timed out. Just probably too late to make mention, but like if you want me to say your name in chat, just be a person and talk. Don't like beg for shoutouts. Just be like a human being that I'm like, oh hey, you know, Jim human person. You like Final Fantasy VI? I also like Final Fantasy VI. I will converse with you because we are two humans. You know? Anyway, good night, everybody.